with the shirt and everything. I was trying to read that through the whole thing. I was like, what does that say? It's got
Where's
ducks
the
on it.
stats?
Are those ducks? Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, they're
god, that's
ducks.
so funny.
PokeGal's
man,
gone.
PokeGal
No.
disappeared. He just got here.
But you were just here.
I know. What happened? Oh,
The
shucks. She'll be
return.
here. She'll be here.
And she's not returning. Is there a chat? How do I see? Maybe because I'm on full screen. Will I be able to see a chat? I see a private chat.
There should be a chat on the. You can click to comments. Comments will show you, and then it'll
comments,
show you
sweet.
YouTube.
Yeah.
You're back. You made it.
I'm so sorry. My computer just totally refreshed itself. I do not know why. Oh my God, there's SRR. I am low. Hi, how are you, by the way?
Oh, hey, dude.
Surprise, I'm back, guys. Surprise. I did not make an announcement.
Schrodinger's cat, SRR, what up? Schrodinger's cat has the best name. I love that handle.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree.
It's been years. It has been years. Hi, Roshan. Hi, how are ya? There's everybody. I want to apologize. I've been MIA. I've been working a lot. I work like 12 hours a day. I am exhausted. Attorney life for you guys. So I'm exhausted. I go to trial about 3 times a week. So I'm just so tired. I can't go home and entertain everybody. But I decided to just for Jess and everybody else. Here I am. How's everybody?
Rocking and rolling. Doing good. Busy too. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Life is crazy.
You know what? And we're like in November now. So, Q4.
This year's gone. I don't understand what happened.
Yeah,
for sure. What happened?
Yeah, the other day I woke up and it got so cold. It was like in the 30s, and I'm like, "Holy shit, winter is."
We're already
here.
halfway through, and I didn't even change my calendar. Might as well see what it is.
Get it together.
Just reminded me. Unbelievable. Oh well, it's my birthday month with one of my favorite Pokemon, Ditto. So there we are. Look at that, guys.
Wait, which day is your birthday?
24th. The big 2-4.
The 24th. We're both Sagittarius. Go us.
We are. We are. I don't know why I know that, but I do.
You know what? I want to do something if you guys don't mind. I always start off my stream with a giveaway. You know what? I'm just gonna give this away because I actually have extra. So do you know how to do the giveaway, Jess, at all? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, the numbers, right?
No, I think it's the
How did you do it?
Okay, I think you have to share the stream with I think it's hashtag. Come on, guys, help me out. I totally forgot. I'm gonna give away this, you guys, right there. So I'm not gonna open this up to you guys. I'm just gonna ship this up to you guys sealed.
Oh, is that the pre-release?
Yep, it's a pre-release. I have another one up there, so at the end I'm gonna give another one. So there's gonna be 2 giveaway. I feel like a whole year's hashtag something. Yeah, you're right. I think you have to do I think you have to tell the audience a hashtag. So Jess, why don't you pick a hashtag since it's your stream?
Oh, okay. I don't know because it's a fusion strike. Let's do hashtag fusion.
Okay, nice. So hashtag fusion. So it's FUSION. I had to look at this to spell it. So hashtag fusion, and then you go to on your computer, share your screen, right? Okay.
I have to share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys, if you guys want, it's hashtag fusion for this. Okay.
Can I enter the giveaway?
No.
I'm sure he'd open just all hollows. Don't worry.
Okay. So then type in streamyard.com/giveaway. Okay. All right. Okay. And then type in the podcast, which is this, and then hashtag fusion.
What? Wow, I've never done this before. This is cool.
There's 4 entries. Okay, so they fix it SRR. You don't have to wait anymore. Thank goodness. So if anybody wants to answer this, just hashtag. Hashtag fusion, and I'll ship this to you. You have to message me through Instagram or Facebook. That's it. So hashtag Fusion. It's a sealed box. I will not open this up. I'm gonna ship it to you anywhere you guys want. It don't matter. And we have 6 entries, so we'll go from there. Have you guys opened up any Fusion at all?
I'm
Not
skipping
myself.
it.
Nope.
No. No.
I'm-
Why? Why are
I'm
you guys-
sticking to my guns and skipping it.
Why?
I'm spending all my money on Fusion or VMAX Climax. So
Oh.
I'm skipping this one because
Is that the Brilliant Star? Is that the one that's coming out in February?
it's the Japanese part equivalent, sort of, that's coming out in December that has all the character rares. So it's kind of like Dream League, and it's a high class deck. So you get, or high class pack. So you get like
You're
hits in
bougie
every
over
pack,
here.
and it's sweet. Yeah, real high spender, $50 a box. So
Nice.
So do I press the draw button? Should I
Yeah.
press
So
it now?
you
7 entries.
let's give someone a little, maybe 30 more second. So you guys, if you guys want to win, this is a sealed box. Hashtag Fusion. I think that's about it. Give it another 30 second, and then you guys will that. I pull this. I bought 4 of these little boxes. I opened one and I got this. So pretty
Which
lucky
one's
there.
that? Nice.
Nice. The alternate art.
Let's
too.
run it.
Let's
I know.
do it.
I
All
think
right.
we're good. Let's go.
I think Schrodinger's going to
This
win.
is so cool. I had no
know.
idea this was a thing.
Yeah.
I need to do this more often.
Paul
Oh,
Bradley.
Paul
Oh my
Bradley.
goodness.
Let's go.
That's
Go,
the new
Paul.
winner.
Congratulations.
Woo, woo.
Okay,
Nice.
Paul, you gotta message me on Instagram or Facebook, okay?
Heck
So how do I enter next time? I'm glad to see you back. Thank you, Drew. Back for now. At the end, yay! Message me, Paul. This is yours.
Go, Paul. Go, Paul.
Heck yeah.
So
Yay.
I know. That's funny.
Oh, man.
So guys,
Awesome.
I figured we should like start with celebrations because celebrations is on everyone's mind. I know, James, I know you haven't opened celebrations yet, right?
Correct.
PokeGal, have you opened celebrations?
I have.
have we
Check
all?
this out.
Oh, you got a UPC.
You got the premium, the ultra premium?
I did. I'm really lucky. I told you guys I but I'm really good friends with some of the local card shop owner here, and they always save something for me. So they saved me one of these, and check this out. They saved me.
Awesome.
Oops, we'll put that back. One of that before. I've not opened. So
Oh, nice. Some ETBs.
Nice.
some ETBs in this. I haven't
The
opened this one yet,
Charizard.
but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I
That's
actually
really
got one of the
awesome.
UPCs too, but I sold it to my friend at cost.
Mhm.
Because I like saw the Best Buy drop and I got one online randomly like at MSRP, and I could have sold it for 3x, but I only bought it because I knew my friend wanted one. So, but I'm more interested in the gold box in Japan. But it's people are flipping out over those gold cards. They really are.
they
I
are.
really
cards.
like it.
It will go down. It will definitely go
Yeah.
down. It will go
Mhm.
down.
There's
Yeah,
always
that's
like
so
that
true.
initial hype for the Zard. Like it always hits really high, and then once people have gone through their FOMO, it usually tanks a little bit.
That's
It
how
follows
Vivid
a
Ultra
pattern.
was. Yep.
Correct.
It'll be
Yeah.
interesting
Nice
to
to
see how
see.
many of those kind of stay out there over the next 5 years. Just kind of see which products from celebrations, like the what do I have on? Like the I got one of these that I kept sealed, the Pokemon Center ETBs.
Oh,
I thought
nice.
They
They
look
were.
pretty cool. So
Yeah.
that'll be
That's
interesting
an
to
awesome
see.
case.
Yeah,
That is. How did you get
Etsy.
those cases? Those are Etsy's. Okay.
Mecha JC on Etsy. They make everything. I think it's if you guys have ever seen Legacy Cards, they're at what's the place in California? PokeGal. What's it called? The big trading card place that I always forget what it's called. It's east of LA.
Oh, Frankensons?
Frankensons,
that
yeah.
it? Oh,
I
okay,
think
got it.
Legacy Cards is the same people. Yeah. So
I did
but
not
yeah,
know that.
I have cases for everything from them. They do custom too. It's sweet. So but
Yeah, I feel like the Pokemon Center ETBs are definitely one to like. I want to at least keep one sealed, just one. But I'm probably gonna rip 2 of them. So
they're cool.
That'll be really interesting.
They're really cool. There's some cool stuff inside. So I was glad I opened one. But yeah, I got one of the Fusion Strike Pokemon Center ETBs too. Like, I just think those are interesting to have, the Pokemon Center exclusive products, because it's so dang hard to get anything off of there as a normal person. Although somehow these people are ending up with cases of ETBs, which blows my mind. I don't understand how bots work, but apparently it's working.
Apparently it is. I have no idea either.
Yeah.
I mean, the bots work. I don't know. They annoy me.
I got a great story. So I sent my uncle the link to the, you know how they have that Pikachu turntable on the Pokemon Center right now? Do you see that? I sent him the link. My uncle has he would have never gone to this website in a million years. And I texted him the link. He goes, I can't see it. I'm blocked. Like, welcome.
Oh,
welcome
God.
to the Pokemon Center in 2021. So here we are.
Yeah.
Island
See,
hustle.
you know, like, okay, so with the bot tool that I'm making for Fortnite, right? So whenever the item is actually available for sale, I'm gonna like send out an email when that happens. I want to do that for the Pokemon Center exclusives, but the problem is I don't know that it'll actually be helpful, because yes, it'll notify me, but will it be quick enough to actually do the thing, right? Because if there are bots that can go in and detect that the item is available and then they're automatically purchasing, like that times whatever 1,000 people or however many hundreds of bots that are doing the same thing. Like, is it, I don't know. I'm going to have to experiment to see if it's worth it, because I don't know.
It's hard too, because, well, I don't know jack about technology in that regard, but it's not like they just pop up on the new products list, like at the top, right? They just add in the web page into the back end of the Pokemon Center and just like drop it somewhere, you know? So you have to go like find it, or you have to have the direct link to like what's going to be the listing. So
do they have any like security on it though? Like any like image like matching in order to purchase? That's usually what they use to stop the bots, because they can't figure out how to match the images that you need to choose from.
Yeah, they try to capture it, but it just doesn't work.
Like some of the times, like you don't even need to, like you can bypass CAPTCHA. There's so many ways to do it. Like Python and web scraping is the hardest way to do it and get past all the securities, because they're all really easy to. It's really easy to block Python like bot traffic. But like the thing that I don't know if I should get too much into it or not, because I don't want to get the information into the hands of evil people. But like with Panini, for example, their website, like what you could do is there's a live web page, but what happens is that web page is loaded by an API. I don't know how much you know about technical stuff, but like there's an API interface that interfaces to the product database. And so all I have to do is, because it's an open API that I don't need authentication into it, I just ping the API just to check to see if like the price has changed. Yeah, because the price will show 0 in the API and the quantity will show 0. But I'll just ping it. And then so if that changes, then I know that it's live, and then I can go in and check like the website myself and kind of like do that stuff. So I wonder if they probably do something similar. Yeah.
The internet is so wild. What's
it
up,
really
Mike?
is. It's
Thank
some crazy
you.
shit.
It is crazy shit. But that, I mean, just the entire release of Celebrations Online was a complete debacle. So, but I think there's going to be tons of it out there for a long time for people to get.
Of course. Of course.
Which is good.
I'll show you guys something.
Yes.
And how many didn't they confirm they were going to do reprints of some things too? Like, I don't know which products are going to be reprinted, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did that.
It's my understanding, but I haven't checked it lately.
They've been talking about that for a while, haven't they, about doing reprints? Yeah, they just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I feel like they have. Yeah.
What are we
I don't know
looking
where
at,
I stashed it. Did you guys know I have over 200 sealed packs of Generations? I showed it to you guys somewhere. It's just sitting there. And so back then, I was just telling all of my guests, I was the idiot that paid $37 a pack for Generations. I was the idiot. I really was. I paid. And then as time goes by, I bought each pack for like $1.50. And then I bought 200 plus of it. And it just sits here right now.
Oh, you dollar cost averaged. Perfect.
I did. I was the idiot to pay $37 a pack because back then when I was like, oh my God, a Charizard was going for $200. And I was the idiot that paid $37 a pack for it. And that's lesson learned. I just wait and I just sit. And then the reason why I got 200 is that a comic book store closed. And the guy said, I can't sell this at all. Do you want to sell them? Do you want to buy them for $1.50? And I said, give it all, baby. So I kept and I never opened it. So I do believe if people that want Generations, just wait it out, people. Wait it out to after Christmas. They'll reprint this. Like they'll reprint Generations. They will reprint. Wait.
I think
I'm not even.
I think it's really like regional right now. Like the way I'm seeing where products dropping and how supply chains are working. Like there's parts of the country that just have none. And there's parts of the country where there's 100 ETBs on a Target shelf. So it's just
like Midwest.
Yeah. Part of it's just like the economy right now, I think, or how the country's working. So that's part of the issue. I think it's like getting exacerbated by the pockets of people who like can't get it, but in other places it's super plentiful. Like where I live, there's a lot.
Same here. Yeah,
not here. I live in Southern California, and and some Walmart doesn't even sell Pokemon cards because people were stealing them. And like, okay, so.
Gosh, I'm really skeptical of buying from Walmart because what they'll do is they'll take them, they'll open them, they'll buy them, they'll open them, they'll repack them, and then they'll just return them. And then people will buy it, they'll put it back on the shelf, and people will buy it, and they'll be like, "Oh, these packs are already open," and they have to like.
So screwed up.
It happened to me, you guys. It really did. It was not Volt Tackle. What is it? Oh my God.
Vivid Voltage.
Vivid Voltage?
No, it wasn't. It was Chilling Rain. So I went to Target. And it was just a sealed box. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. And when people said, I went to Target, I got a sealed product and it was resealed. I go, really? Target is that careless? And I went and I bought it and it was completely resealed. It was that crazy. Completely resealed. And you can felt the super glue with that. And I went to Target and I said, this product's resealed. And they're like, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. Yes.
You know what they do? You know what they do at Target is they, because I went there and there was something on the shelf, that I wanted. This was like 6 months ago, maybe. But it was open. So I brought it to them like, guys, this is open. You can't leave this on the shelf. And they're like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be online only. So when stuff was hitting their website, they were selling like open box or tampered stuff. I doubt they were telling people it was as such. They were probably just putting it in the back, loading it to the website and shipping it out from the local Target. It's such garbage. Like I envision that Pokemon's going to really adapt their distribution strategy over the next
they're going to 5
years.
They're going to print it into oblivion. There's no more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And people tell me, I'm like, hey, you know what? Do you think I should invest in Pokemon? And I tell the truth. I said, no, do not do it. That's my honest opinion. I would not invest in any type of Pokemon cards. I do think that they're going to reprint, especially modern. And that's my honest opinion. I would rather take the money, invest in somewhere else. That's me. If someone were to ask me, should I? I'm like, no, not at all.
Yeah.
It's like, I would like to talk to you guys about it, what you guys think. I think there's actually more to invest in. So, but
yeah.
I feel like I'm modern. I just won't touch it.
Why not?
First edition Pokemon cards.
It's just too much of it. And I think there's too much attention now on the hobby that they know that people are just going to start hoarding sealed product and it's not going to actually be worth anything. Unlike it was, because people, I mean, it was trash. People would use it as like old baseball cards, put it on bikes, they throw it away. My mom threw away all my original cards, or they got damaged. But it's just that time factor that people don't factor in enough when they think about a value on Pokemon cards, especially for modern.
PokeGal, is there anything?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So
I was gonna say, so I agree with you on the modern and not like investing it. I don't even like saying those two words right after each other. It feels weird because it just doesn't feel right at all. But like, are there other TCGs? And Jackie brought this up. I thought it was a really good question.
I like that.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you're looking at, or are you just looking at nothing and just traditional investments from your perspective?
So this is just, FYI, it's my own personal opinion. I think as of right now, I don't think I will personally head into doing collectibles or anything that's considered more of trying to, oh my God, tangent terms.
Speculative.
More of a luxury good and speculative. Exactly. From what I am doing, what I'm seeing is that right now I'm more investing in property. So that's what I've always said this. That's what I always did. I've always said this. And you're right. It is purely speculative. And I do want to talk about, because a lot of people ask me about the lawsuit that's going on, what happened with eBay and how PWCC was shut down. And I did look into that. And I do believe there is actually cause for even eBay, such a reputable company, to even say such a thing. They're like, oh, eBay is just saying things out. Nope. I really think they did their diligent research to even go out, because if find to be fraudulent, eBay, there's a lot of money involved. But I do want to talk about that if you guys eventually want to talk about it later on. Because a lot of people asked me when I was so busy I couldn't even go out and give my opinion. But no, I would not invest in anything collectibles as of right now. I don't think it's very healthy, and I do think that we are going to go to more of a little bit of a crash. And I think that's my opinion. But a lot of people say a lot of things, but that's just me.
Let's disclaim this all with none of us are financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. This is our own opinion. Okay, disclaimer out there. So I
Connor's slogan.
Really,
that's
really
when you know he's
slogan.
going into a rant.
Yep,
let's go.
His arms are folded. He's in his spinny chair. Here it comes.
With his stash, he's ready to go. Yo.
With the stash, it's Movember, baby. No, I'm right there with PokeGal, especially with look. I think like when it comes to anything modern, right? It's a speculative volume game, meaning like all these randos buying one ETB and sticking in their closet, or a case of ETBs and sticking in their closet. Like at the end of the day, after inflation, frictional costs, taxes, if you actually pay taxes, just wait till you guys get hit with those 1099K changes. Merry Christmas, literally. And you annualize out that return. Like, look, is it really going to move the needle if you like bought $500 worth of ETBs and after 2 years you can sell them for $750, like in net a couple $100? Like the winners, this is what it comes down to. Like now that the hobby is in the state it is, and that cards have gotten so big, the game's all about churn. So there's a couple people that win big, right? There's people that are going to get a cut of every transaction. So that's like Whatnot. That's like eBay. That's like Mercari. People who are benefiting from the churn and the high amount of transaction that's happening in this hobby, right? The other people that are going to win are folks who are doing this at scale, where it's their full-time thing. And it's truly like, more that LGS model where they're buying at volume. And if they have a long established, LGS and good distributor relationships, and they're getting the right products at the right pricing, they're also going to be winners. But it's kind of like it's the same thing that happens in every market, is that the small fish always lose to the big institutional players. The dumb money always loses, right? Like, and honestly, we're all the dumb money, because like we're not, like, I'm not doing millions of dollars in transactional volume over here, right? Like, I'm like, woo, I sold something for $100, yippee! Like, this is fun. Like, so for me, it's like, I think, and I say this a lot, and this is one of the main points I'll make, is that the barrier to entry to be entrepreneurial in today's society is lower than ever because of technology, but there are probably fewer than there used to be people who have the business acumen, the emotional intelligence, the interpersonal, capabilities or skill set to successfully navigate like running some sort of business entity, right? So you have a lot of people trying to do so. And I think a lot of them are, look, if it's fun for them, they break even or lose a little bit of money, but don't get super hurt, great. But if you're levering yourself up to try to, become the next, PokeRev, breaker, PokeRev breaker, like, it's going to be tough, the barrier's low, but there's a lot of competition. So
yeah, buying on leverage on tens of thousands, tens of thousands on modern product. Like, I can't imagine. I understand buying big purchases on a credit card because there's a level of safety if something goes wrong in that transaction, and then you have more to do there, right, to protect yourself. But then you pay it off immediately, right? Yeah. Like, if you have the income to do that, and that's just something like you already have the cash for it. It's just a matter of protecting yourself, right? But when people put in thousands and don't make that salary, that wage, where, they don't already have the cash to afford it, like, oh my God, that stresses me out. I don't know what other way to put that. That stresses me the hell out.
I said it today. I was watching Jake from Pokenomics. I was watching his live, and like I commented something like, it's so disheartening to see like young people just completely crushing their financial situations. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
I'll absolutely agree.
The pendulum swings too far to a non-traditional place. Like, we all love this, but like, I can only do this because of how I've situated, to PokeGal's point, my financial situation. I talk about this a lot, but like, I have no debt. I have a lot of assets. I can have some fun here, right? But we've got people who have no assets. They might have negative net worths from debt, and they're just YOLOing into cardboard 24/7. And then you layer on top of that, like something like Whatnot, right? Which I'm going to be on, which I have like conflicting moral feelings about, because it just like feeds into like how much of a like gambling addict society we have. And just people just love that, and they feed off of it. And it just like creates this downward spiral, in my opinion, that people might not be able to get out of, like, people don't understand like how stuff you do today affects 10 years down the road, right? Like, because of how like compounding and math and runs on traditional assets work, like, you are truly robbing yourself of some, future stability. That doesn't mean don't have fun today, but there's a lot of good comments in here, by the way. Sorry, I keep getting distracted because there's so much good stuff in here.
Oh, hell,
anyone bringing up the trash?
Hi, Liam, huh? Yeah, hi everyone. Yes, I am very much alive. I just work a lot. I'm really glad that Jess invited me, so I'm pretty excited to be here. So yes, but you're right, Connor. You're absolutely right. And from what I do, that's what I do. My job is to fix people's problem with financial problems. That's what my job is. And I do think that perhaps during high school, they need to have a class to teach people how to actually finance, how to budget. I think that's the budget, right? Yeah. And not a lot of people go in and they just spend it on cardboard. They think this is it. Really? That's
Yeah.
sad. That's really sad. But you're absolutely right. So yeah.
I really like how you said loot box effect, because that's so true. Because, you know, the big video game companies are fighting loot boxes to be legally considered gambling. Holy crap. You know what? Honestly, Connor, I did not think of Whatnot as gambling from that person. I just didn't, for some reason, didn't put the two ideas together. I'm just like, okay, it's an auction. And to be honest, I haven't even experienced a Whatnot stream, but holy shit, that is so true. And video game companies are fighting loot boxes right now, tooth and nail, you know, saying it's surprise mechanics. Oh my God, Whatnot is surprise mechanics. Holy crap. That's a really that's a really good topic to bring up and talk about, because like, you know, you can have your fun and do things within moderation, but if it's like, if you do too much and you over leverage and you overspend, and it's just not going to turn out well.
Hi, Jake. Hi,
hey,
guys.
what's up, Jake?
James.
What's up? I don't know what happened to James. James is gone. What's up, Jake?
Out of 10 of the years I graduated. All right, I'll let you guys
I'm
know.
sure he'll be back.
Okay, if you guys ever go onto credit card debt, not that you guys will ever have to, you know, right? Let's just knock on really wood. This is IKEA wood here. So if you guys do, right? There's something that I have learned just doing this. It will affect your credit, but it's better than not paying. Is that you don't pay them for 6 months and you call them and you negotiate the debt. Did you guys know that? Oh, there's James back again. Did you know that?
Are you talking about credit card company and like negotiating rates and stuff like that?
No, you can actually just negotiate the debt at all. So let's say I owe capital 1 10K, right? And then you can wait till it charge off. And not a lot of people know this. You can call them and you can negotiate your debt. And usually with Capital One, it's actually the best credit card out there that I've learned. American Express is probably one of the worst, and Apple Card is one of the worst. Now that we're going to what I do, but it's kind of funny. Yeah.
In the worst in terms of what? In terms of like customer service, or what do you mean?
No, you can just call and just negotiate your debt. And like, hey, I can't pay this. I'm going through a financial hardship, but I'm willing to offer a lump sum of 2K if you get rid of it. Will they take it? Depends on the financial hardship. But not a lot of people know that. That's something for you guys to learn. You can go and negotiate your debt. So
yeah, but you're still negatively impacting your credit by carrying a balance on a credit card. Would never do that.
You'll get a, you also get a what is it? The settlement may have tax consequences. Please consult your tax advisor. Yes, you will get but it's much better than not paying your credit card bill. That's it. You negotiate it, but it's not better. Of course, it will affect your credit card. Your credit score, but it's much better. That's how debt settlement companies do it. Avoid debt settlement companies are a scam. You guys are a scam. Avoid them.
Hey, what's up, Poke Knowledge? Yeah, we were just talking about like new like sets that are coming out right now. Like I would call it like hyper modern. I think that's what we were referring to earlier. So, man, Cosmic Eclipse was a great set. Dream League, so good. Yeah, maybe we should deviate away from giving people financial advice. But my God, I would cry tears of joy if every high school in this country implemented financial literacy classes for their students, because it's a complete and utter travesty that we don't have that. But I could go on a long time about that. So.
I know sometimes too.
That's great.
Yeah, I know sometimes in college, like I'm pretty sure like my senior year, they had these random like life classes, like career development, how to do a resume and stuff like that. And I think there was another one for budgeting and stuff. But I mean, also you have to have the resources to go to college. So.
Yeah, college is already too late for you.
Yeah.
RB3 goes, if you have to negotiate a credit card debt, maybe collectible cards should not be your choice investment. That's a fact. Oh, and I'm laughing, but I'm also dying inside because I know so many people are in that situation, and it like really crushes my soul, like in a really bad way. But
it does.
Yeah.
At any rate,
yeah.
we were talking about celebrations, maybe, but
We were talking about celebrations.
People are paying $20 a pack for celebration, right? Is that correct?
What?
Is someone in the comments says $20 a pack? My God, whoever's paying $20 a pack for celebration, y'all, you need a slap in the face. Oh my, $20 a pack for what, 4 cards?
And you only get 4 cards.
Oh my gosh.
God.
No, what are popping off are
$20 a pack, you guys. Are you for real?
I think these are going for at least 20 now, maybe 25. These single card promo packs from Japan, these are like 20 or 25 bucks, I think, on eBay now. So they're sweet. They're cool. But it's literally, talk about gambling. It's literally a scratch off ticket. So it's unbelievable.
$20 a pack.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is like when you look at the whatnot effect, it's because like a lot of times you see people overpaying for stuff because of that gambling, bounty, raffle, whatever aspect, right? Like you get your name, you get to spin the wheel or you get to whatever. So you got people spending, like I was just in a whatnot stream and it was Shiny Star V. So it was like if you spent $30 on one pack of Shiny Star V, which is like 2 to 3 times what a regular like break would go for on it, you got a spin on the wheel and you got a free pack or you got a mystery box or you got a Charizard. So that's the thing too, is there's this integration of people gambling and people buying modern, and it's the way that kind of the experiential buying is swinging. And I think that for those spaces to continue growing, like I was talking about this with someone today, like if Facebook wanted to buy whatnot, right? There's a lot there. Yeah, Meta. Sorry. Like there's a lot there because of like Meta's already in enough hot water in certain areas, right? And then you layer in like you've got all these people basically gambling on a live auction website. Like, do you really want to layer that in? Like it poses a lot of threats for the companies that are creating these spaces, because it's going to be like a potentially toxic investment for an acquirer. So I think they have to be really careful. Mm-hmm. Like it's like you might as well just build something yourself and try to put more parameters in place, but because it's like a free for all over there, you know. So it's super interesting to me. But it's definitely where the market's going, right? Like people would rather sit at home and buy packs on whatnot or for a breaker or a streamer than have to go out and try to find it at Target or go on the internet and get blocked on Pokemon Center. And like, there's something about that experience that they love. And that's why you're seeing that kind of overpaying. And it's like, I get it. People are doing it as entertainment, but people are overdoing it. Like from my estimate, because I watch, I just observe. What's that?
I think mixed with stupidity. My honest opinion. I'm very straightforward. I'm very straightforward. There's Swami. Okay, there's a difference, right? If they are paying that money because they want to be entertained, they want to support them, great. If they are just doing it to flex, like what Heffy said, $300 and 3 packs to flex. I mean, you're flexing on people that don't even know who you are. I mean, that's a level of insanity to me. You're spending $300, open a pack on people that you don't even know who you are. You are on a whatnot that I don't even have.
Yeah.
I mean, you must live a very terrible life. That's how you would flex your money. I mean, just my honest opinion.
Yeah. Oh, God, I think a lot of people are. Here. No, it's true. A lot of people are.
I'm being very honest here. So
wait till you guys see my Market Monday tomorrow, because it's a little different. Because honestly, I've had 2 podcasts this week and 2 lives, and I just didn't have as much time to do like a crazy analysis video. But I kind of talked about like remembering your identity a little bit, right? And I think that an extension of that is a lot of people feel alone and are seeking, friendship. They feel isolated. It's been a super weird 1.5 years. And for some reason, like people just like can't get back to normal. So they're like, they've created these, like, I don't know what the word is, like parasocial or what, like where they like think they're friends with like people on the internet, but they're really not, because they like the person on the other end doesn't care at all about them. It's like very weird. and tough. And I think like that's kind of the state we're in. Like the pendulum swung so far. And people are just looking for anything to like fill the void, and they're just like trying to fill the gap with the wrong things, right? Like, so they just like, we're all guilty of this, right? We have habits that come out when we are stressed or when we are sad or when we're upset. And I think a lot of that is driving like the spending habits that people are having in this hobby right now, because a lot of people are still lonely and still, you know, feel isolated, and the world's still a little weird. And, you know, I'm hoping things kind of swing back a little bit, because that's not healthy for anyone. So that's what I'm saying.
Where do you think, I'm glad that you brought up a lot of the psychology behind that, because where do you think, you know, that psychology might take us through at least the next 6 months, you know, because we've been experiencing a lot of a bear market, right? And people have been hitting me up. They're freaking out, you know, about Pokemon, about Modern, like, you know, people are freaking out about, you know, the things that they bought, you know, several months ago, and now where those prices are. So, I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. I guess like from a psychological perspective, you know, what swings are people going to go through? Like, do you think come December, and we kind of talked about this before, you know, is everything going to be a fire sale?
I mean, it's always been that way. It's been that way before it became a super popular. Everyone started jumping back in. It's always gone down in December. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't do that again.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, you know, and the other thing that we've talked about too is, you know, in December, people want like a little bit of extra money just to spend on their families and things like that. Like I remember like last year, this one guy hit me up on Facebook and was just kind of like begging me to buy anything from him, like anything. And I'm kind of like, I felt so weird because he's putting me in this weird position where he just wants me to buy something. I feel like an asshole because I'm not like helping him out, but at the same time, like I don't want to buy what you've got. So I don't know what to tell you, but
I'm pretty sure the same guy was hitting me up.
Really?
I bet. Was it Pokemon? Was it slabs?
Gosh, it was some packs, I think.
But there were
people,
obviously there were more than one person like that, but there was a specific guy who I just thought of. So, and I thought he might have seen like, you know, when someone sees who you interact with, they start to hit up. Like I've had the same situation, like when I do the podcast with Rob, and like someone will message like both of us, like about the same thing, but separately. And then we'll somehow find out that happened. It's like super interesting. Yeah. Pancake with the seasonal trend, the analytics on the price fluctuations. So
he did.
Yeah, he's 100% right.
It's gonna go down November.
Mm-hmm.
He did say
yeah,
that.
and then Poke Garage makes a good point. Again, like when you hit March, April, people get their tax returns back. They end up spending more money. Like there's always been seasonality in these hobbies, right? Like I think that like the holidays, to your point, are weird because it's like there's like sellers need money to buy like Christmas presents for their family, right? But also there's like all these buyers in the lead up looking for things to buy their friends and family for Christmas, especially now, right? Like it's going to be really interesting because people are going to be like back in person together more during the holidays. And I'm wondering like what kind of effect that's going to have, or it's just going to drive people insane and they're going to go lock themselves in a bathroom and go on Whatnot and spend $500. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be hard to say.
Positive thinking.
Yeah, but
is there any data? Is there any data right now from Whatnot, like how many sales they do, what kind of the categories there are? Because they do more than just Pokemon. They do sports. They do other TCGs, right?
They do
almost
they're not like
everything.
Money now too. They do everything.
Money? I didn't know that. Currency.
I think Going Twice did a money
like
auction
coins.
on there. Yeah,
like coins. They do.
Coins.
You can follow like hashtag coins. So, I was actually looking at the article today. I don't know if they had any hard numbers in there. It was just about the Series C fundraise they did, where they raised another 150 million. So they're like, post money was like 1.5 billion.
I'm not surprised.
But I don't think
it's such.
I wouldn't expect there to be any public information about their
highly doubt
transactions.
That. Yeah, they're not going to share that data with anyone for free.
They're not.
But their GMV
pay for it, but you're not getting it for free.
Their GMV is up 30x since they did their Series A in the beginning of 2021. So that's pretty wild. And if they take 8 to 15% of that, that's pretty accretive to revenue, right? So now obviously what the bottom line is, no one knows, but yeah, I think, those companies are massive, and those are the winners right now. Like, those guys are just like, they're the ones crushing it. So it's going to be
they don't care where the market goes. It goes up, it goes down, they still make their cut.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing I talk about with a Coinbase, right? Like, they're
Coinbase
one of the biggest beneficiaries.
The facilitators.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if if Bitcoin's crashing or it's going to the moon. They're taking just a cut of every transaction. Not to mention the other ways they can make money. So it's fascinating what people are gonna build and continue to build to monetize off of this trend. And then what can happen too is people can get stuck holding the bag, right? Where the trend shifts and you're not able to adapt your business, right? Like if something happens, like I think cards are here to stay, but it's like, what's that going to look like? No one can truly know, right? So it's a very opaque future. I don't think it's disappearing after this, but I still, it's like the old saying about market solvency, meaning that, people are not going to be able to hold items that have been cut by 75% for that long. Like, there's going to come a point where they're like, oh, I bought it for 100. Now it's worth 25. Let me just get to 40 and I'm going to sell it. And then I'm actually going to end up at 25 anyway, after shipping and fees and taxes and all that stuff. So, that's a problem. And then obviously the one of the big problems is everyone who like you look at the guys that going twice, right? I always think of them when I think about the market. It's like, they can grade cards for nothing, cards that basically cost nothing, that cost them $7 to grade. They're going to sell those for $15 to $20 all day long, take their margin and move on because it's a business. And all these people like me who are trying to, buy and sell cards here and there, it's really hard to compete with that, right? It's really hard because basically you're getting undercut because your economics aren't as good as the people doing this at volume. So that's what people have to be careful of, right? And that puts a lot of downward pressure on the very low end of the market. Like, look, there's parts of this, I don't want to hear freaking K-shaped ever again, because it's so stupid to talk about that in relationship to this market, in my opinion. But what is happening is there are some parts of the market that do okay, and there's a lot of the market that's suffering. And I think it's just you got to be so careful as a collector now, because look, if you didn't have stuff that went up in value, you did something very terribly wrong over the past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 7 years. But I think that even that, I talked about this in a podcast the other day, you can get caught up in buying, my idea of how I kind of buy and sell into every market. But it's not always sometimes it's good just to sideline cash. Sometimes it's good to let something go in your collection you don't want much anymore, and not necessarily buy more cards with it, guys.
No, you got to buy right away. Right away. All of it. More than what you've got.
Recycle. I'm kidding. Recycle. Just recycle that capital. House money, right, guys?
Recycle. So, Jess, I should buy more celebrations, right? $30 a pack. I got to buy more and more, right?
Totally. Absolutely. 120%.
All right.
Put that all on your credit card. Swipe, swipe.
Okay.
And then there you go. Good to go. You know what?
I have 2 houses. Should I just sell my houses to buy more celebrations?
Sell your houses to buy Pokemon.
You have a HELOC on that, baby?
That's it.
Like 2%. Just arbitrage.
Do a reverse mortgage.
Absolutely. Let's do reverse. I don't qualify for it. I'm 65. Oh, screw it. There's some companies that do it. I'll just do it. Car, I'm not too sure what you mean. Do you pre-order a UPC or buys your secondary market? I never ever buy anything secondary market. Okay, never. I never swing it that way. I'm very lucky. I always buy at a MSRP or very close to it if I buy in the secondary market. Extremely close to it. But now that I'll be, but you know what? I will probably be streaming a lot more because I'll be selling both of my house to buy what? Just celebration packs.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Celebration packs. That's what I'm going to do. I'll forget everything else. Celebration packs.
Yeah. And you know what, Hefe, you got it right. Sell your houses to get celebrations and Fortnite cards. Go.
And sell my body parts.
All right, let's talk about this next. All right, you go into you put yourself in a cryo chamber and you wake up 5 years from now. Where's Fortnite cards and where are Metazoo cards? Let's talk about something non-Pokemon.
I think they're both doing well. I think they're both doing
you
well.
hope they are.
Elaborate.
Well, so for Metazoo, what I find to be really interesting is. And I was talking to Joel about this. I can't remember if it was on a live or not. But one of the things that I do see Metazoo doing really well is they have their cryptids, right? And there's cryptids that only like that region knows about. So like, you know, a random place in like Florida or Texas, there's like a local, you know, cryptid that really hits really well there. And so, you know, they get kind of like the locals riled up and it's like a little bit of a cult following, and multiply that by the 50 plus regions in the US plus overseas, like internationally, that have all of these regional cryptids that, you know, those local communities can kind of like have a cult following for. When does like a cult following not be a cult following when it's like multiplied by 5x or 10x, you know? I don't know. I think it could get really big from a regional perspective, and then, you know, by, you know, times 10 regions, I think it could get big. That's me. If they continue to make the cards available and they can, you know, and they can get the cards into players' hands. And if players still like the cards too, they like the game. I hear 50-50. I hear some people really like the fourth wall mechanics. And I think that's really interesting. I've never played it because I don't have cards, but you know, I've also heard people not care about it too much. I've heard that it's gimmicky. So I don't know. But I think it could be big. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it really needs to like build like its connection like with its players. Like if it doesn't have that, if it can't build a connection with like its players to like pass on to other family members, it's going to be hard to keep it going. Like Fortnite isn't really, it doesn't have that playability, but a lot of people played it online with their friends, so they have like that connection to it. Pokemon has it because I played it when I was like 7 or 8, and then I played with my dad, and now like I can recollect it again, and I've shown him the cards again too because he saw the gross amount of stacks that I have. And you have some questions about it. I think if they can develop that like emotional connection to it, then I don't see why it couldn't succeed. But again, like they just need to get it out there enough so people can actually play the game. Because if the game is fun and the cards are unique, it could be both. It could be collectible and it could be playable. And that's kind of how Pokemon is now today. You can do both. So if they can do that, then I don't see why it couldn't be. It might not be like as big as Pokemon, but it would be still something that people talk about. And I think that unique regional aspect of it is kind of cool. And the guy who's putting it all together is extremely intelligent. So I can't see him kind of like half-assing the future outlook of it. So, and we had this conversation on Instagram, Connor and I and Jess did last night. But like he's just so smart about how he's approaching it that I can't see he's not already thinking that kind of aspect already of trying to develop that connection. Because he came up with through Magic, right? That was his thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, so he understands like the playability is like such a driver for it. So, I mean, Fortnite I think is its own special thing. It'll be interesting in 10 years when those kids that played it, like they're 12 or 15, when they're old and they have capital to actually spend on those cards. Like, what's it going to be like? Or is it all going to be in the digital world with NFTs and everything else that they're pushing? It's that whole timeline too. Does it have enough time to develop in-person connection before everything goes digital?
You know, that's a really interesting thing that I've talked to some people about, like just as an aside with Fortnite. Like if new sets of Fortnite incorporate some kind of like code that you can get this specific skin in the game by buying this set or getting this mega box, or you have the chance to do this or that, and the third, I think that would be really interesting. I think that'd be really interesting.
Pokemon did that with the e-readers. So I don't see why that wouldn't, and it's even more of a thing right now too. I think that's a great idea.
But Panini has no incentive to do that, where Pokemon did. So you got to remember that you would need the, I forget what they're called, the company that owns Fortnite. You would need that Epic, right?
Epic, yeah.
Fortnite?
Epic Games.
When
they would have to push it.
Somehow push it.
I wonder.
Have to produce
they have?
I mean, they've already done those things, so I wouldn't be surprised. Say what?
Yeah, wouldn't they have the desire to sell more products? So maybe it's not even just about skins. Like you can trade in points or something like that. There's got to be some way they could kind of drive it so that they both win, like Epic and Panini.
I think it's definitely a win-win scenario because they've done that before. There's like a Galaxy skin that if you bought a particular Galaxy phone with that promo, you were able to get the skin in the game. So, I mean, I think Fortnite, the great thing that Epic Games does is they use Fortnite as like the ultimate, like, here is how you collab with other companies, which is what we've been seeing with Pokemon. Pokemon has been doing some Fortnite things with their collaborations, like doing the Post Malone cards, right? Like Fortnite had already been doing similar things like that with their collaboration with Balenciaga, like all of their metaverse, because they're a metaverse, right? So incorporating Batman, Marvel, freaking Street Fighter. I mean, there's so many different collaborations that they do, and they do it really well, and they have the platform for it. I think they I think they have like the blueprint for those things and how to do it really well. Because like when the Balenciaga hats came out, like when that collaboration happened, I don't know what the fuck was going on in my head, but I was literally sitting there thinking about buying a $400 hat, like a cap, a ball cap, $400. Me, and I'm like, but why, girl? I just wanted it for a second, and then I'm like, hold up, what the fuck? $400? Shit. Damn.
Or like a little hat, a hat? Are you talking
like
about
just like a hat?
Like a cap? Okay.
Like a ball cap. It was just a Balenciaga hat, and it had $400, and I was sitting there seriously considering it.
You should ask me and Connor about buying that.
Oh man.
Does this make sense? Does this pass the sniff test?
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Big old hard no.
Oh,
honestly, yeah.
What do you think, PokeGal? Do you have any opinions on any of these other trading card collectible things?
I don't follow any other trading cards. Only one I really collect is just Pokemon. So I really don't know. The one I might get into is probably Dragon Ball Z. I actually do have something in the back with that. But other than that, I don't think I will. It's one of the collector's edition, the little box that I have. But other than that, I don't think so. I think I've just been so busy. I haven't even gone to anything else. So.
Yeah, I think it's like, I just from a personal like collecting standpoint, like it's so interesting because like as soon as like let's take Metazoo for example. It could be Metazoo, it could be Fortnite, it could be Digimon, whatever. Like as soon as you like as a content creator like post something to your story or make a reel or talk about it, like all of a sudden you become like a Metazoo person or a Fortnite person. And it's like so funny how like this binary perception people have where it's like it's super weird. Like everything is polarized, right? Like the pendulum's either over here or over here. Like you either love this stuff or you hate it. Like we've seen that a lot with Metazoo, right? Because like I think people just feel threatened. They feel like it's a cash grab. Like for me, it's like, it's so funny because like, I didn't care for Cryptid Nation, like the original set at all. Like I thought it sucked. I was not a fan. And then like Nightfall, like I just opened up a whole box yesterday and like, it was awesome. Like I really like it. And like, I might never open another Metazoo set in the future again. I have no idea because I don't know what it's going to look like. But like, I don't know why like people can't be okay with people just like collecting things that they enjoy randomly and not like having to categorize them and pigeonhole them into being like this person or this person. Like Jess, you're not a Pokemon person, you're not a Fortnite person, you're not a Magic person, like you're not a comic person. Like we're all multifaceted and all very complex, right? And for some reason, and I think it's just because there's a lot of angry people out there who want to have something to be angry about. They're just like via the internet that has no ramifications whatsoever, just blasting each other about the things that people are collecting. And it's like, it goes back to that identity thing I talked about. Like it's the strangest phenomenon now being in the like social media side of collectibles where like, I kind of want to just go back in my closet and look at all my Pokemon cards in my safe and then put them back in my safe and then go back with my life and never look at social media again. Because it's like, why? Like people's brains just like don't work. Like it's absolutely incredible. Like they have no critical thinking. They have no emotional intelligence. They're just shooting from the hip every opinion they have. And they're just attacking people. And like, it's vicious out there. It's wild to me to watch unfold. And I think that's the single biggest, like one of the single biggest risks to like this whole boom in collectibles is if we get the community-based portion wrong, right? So whether it's multifaceted, right? Whether it's to James's point, players not being able to play, right? Whether it's because they can't get product, right? Whether it's toxic communities that end up ousting people and pushing them out of the hobby. Like there's not enough of this where like people are just being real because they have no like true skin in the game, right? Like, because it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks of me in like the hobby world, because like I am grounded in my identity as a person through like my faith and my family and my relationships with my friends, my relationships with people like you who are like, you know, people I actually know now, right? Have real relationships with, like, and I'm worried that like a lot of people are just going to get totally burnt out on just the extremism, right? It's the same reason like people like get burnt out on like politics and the news. And so they just don't educate themselves on anything because they're like, oh, the news sucks. Like it's all polarizing. I hate it. I don't want to learn about anything. And they just go into a hole. Like it's almost the same idea, right? It's like, why, you know, I don't know why everything has to be like so black and white now in these hobbies. It's blowing my mind.
And the other thing too, to your point, like for people like us who, you know, I mean, you don't talk about it all that much. Well, you brought it up before, but like you're into the Harry Potter cards and stuff like that. So we're into a lot of different things, right? And sometimes like, which is why I'm waiting to December to buy Metazoo. I want to buy it so that I can get a taste for it. So I can look at the cards, get a feel for them. Like, because when you're touching the cards, like that's different. Like I was just opening up some Magic cards and I don't know what it was. I opened up like a recent set, Innistrad, one of their more recent ones. And like the cards just feel good. And you know, if you don't have like flesh and blood, feeling those cards and seeing them, like you can get your own opinion on them, you know? So I can definitely understand. But the other thing too is like when you're on social media, because it's all visual, like what you have and what you show is like how you communicate to people, like who you are. Like, oh, I'm a premium Pokemon card collector, right? Like there's a level of like, okay, this is how I'm being perceived now because of that. And it's just really interesting. It's just really interesting.
We have no idea who's on the other side of most of these pages. I don't know anything about them. Like it's crazy. They could be a total sham. You have no idea. Or they could be the real deal, but they're like an a-hole and have to flex on everyone. Like it's just there's a lot of insecure, angry people. That's
so I'm not gonna lie. I actually know of one or two like influencers who like buy things and have things to flex, but they're completely like in massive debt because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, not a surprise. Not a surprise.
Yeah, no surprise, right?
Yeah. No surprise. And I've mentioned this before to my audience. The people that look rich are usually poor, and the vice versa. Ooh. It's really funny. Yeah, it's really true. So people just to flex, okay, but they're really in massive debt. Not a surprise at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It makes me really sad, you know, because like people feel like they need to do that. And I mean, everyone's got like a level of insecurity to themselves. But, you know, when your insecurity like feeds maybe some sort of not the best decision making.
Yeah, it feeds like harmful habits, right? That you just dig a hole for yourself with, which is really tough. It's really, really tough. So I'm just laughing at
Were
the
they
chat.
flexing collectibles or flexing like a Rolex?
Collectibles, Pokemon cards.
Okay, that reminded me the best one of the best reels I've seen or like memes lately is like where it's like it's something like if your Rolex tells you what time your lunch break is over, it's not a flex. Or something like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
I gotta
so
look
true.
for that.
Funny.
I gotta look for
It's
that.
so sad though. Oh, it's so sad.
Oh,
it's so sad.
Yeah. But I don't know. What can you do?
That's been going on forever, though. That's been going on. Oh, and that's how lots of these issues happen for people. They just keep flexing. They keep acting like they're rich, and they just spend themselves into either death or drugs or something. They find something else to cope with that. So it's unfortunate, but that's kind of where it goes. And this COVID's just making it worse because everything's digital now. It's all online, so you can fake it till you make it at this point.
Yeah. And just wait until Twitter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Twitter's gonna have the NFTs
you can flex with the NFTs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about it. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like it makes sense. Twitter for doing that. I think it's cool too. Yeah. But you know,
I will say, you know, back to the, you know, dialing back from the actually level 3 conversation, going back to the shiny cardboard, I have reversed my stance where I think if I had to like gun to my head bet on one of them, I think I would take Metazoo over Fortnite from the current cards as they sit today, right? So like Panini doing Fortnite and Metazoo doing their thing. Let's call it 10 years out. I think they both could succeed. They both could utterly fail, but it's I don't know. I think it's like Swami said it earlier in the chat. Like they've barely scratched the surface with Metazoo because it's not even like out there in the public. I mean, think like we see it because we live in this like vacuum, but like 25 to 50,000 boxes of each set, right? I think it was 50,000 of Nightfall First Edition, 25 of Kryptonation. Like like, just wait if they actually get distribution together and get out into these big box stores, which is allegedly the plan over the next 6 to 9 months from like the, the timeline. Like, as far as like in the TCG world, like it just depends, Jess, to some of the points you bring up. If somehow there comes this deep connection between Fortnite cards and the game, and if the game and that whole metaverse continues to be what it is and really explode, like, and this is coming from a guy who quite candidly has never played Fortnite and knows nothing about it and doesn't give a what about cryptids. So like, I'm just like, for me, it's more like subjectively what I like and what I would rather collect. So I'm biased because like,
that's totally fair.
But it's like, I think that Jake, Metazoo cards are trash. NFTs are the play, baby. Yeah, that was, I think they were probably upset with how low that one of one Mothman Steve Aoki NFT went. Like, if you think about all the money that had to go into building,
how much did it go?
Was that real?
It was in the. Yeah, no, that was real. That was real.
I thought that was a joke when I saw it. Okay, never mind. I guess that was real.
It was real. It was real. I want to say it was in the. I can't remember if it was in the high 100s or 200,000s, but I think they would have expected it to be like a $500,000 NFT.
That's still a lot of money.
Holy crap, that's still a lot.
Yeah, it's still ridiculous, but it is, one-on-one. Steve Aoki's on the brand, so it's interesting. Now we got pictures of Logan Paul looking at Metazoo cards that are going to break the internet. I can't wait. I can't wait for this hype train.
That'll be really interesting.
But no, it's just weird because it's very like, I think there's like more, how do I want to put this? There's like a lot of social momentum behind all these things, obviously, right? And like from an influencer standpoint, but maybe just because we're so ingrained in this, we kind of like miss the forest for the trees because we're way like too in the weeds, It's just funny because like I don't really care about like either of them, to be honest. Like, I mean, I don't know. We have these complex conversations about these things. It's like, what do I like? Like, I don't know. Like, I just like collecting stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I care more about this like Bandai card or freaking Card-ass Prism Demon Slayer Japanese cards than I do about like the future of Metazoo or Fortnite, because like I like anime more than any of those things. So it's just like, it's
the Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I'm not offended that you think Metazoo is gonna win that race, but I think what it's gonna come down to between the two of them, the winner, it's gonna be a media play. The media content. And right now, Fortnite in my head is winning because it seems to me that they have more capital, more resources behind actually building the media side of it. So if Metazoo can catch up with that, because they have a good team. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it can go either way. I put my bet behind Fortnite, but I mean, I think it comes down to a media play, me personally, because if we think of Pokemon was a media play. Like, they got fucking huge because they had the game, the animes, all that stuff. So
I don't know if they can Pokemon's just like, there were so many different factors that went into it. It's like just such a train now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a big IP. I don't even think I think it can just get bigger too. Like the same kind of factors. Like they haven't even tapped into that kind of like that digital experience. Like once they get in the NFT market, it'll be a different ball game for them too. Because they could do cards on them.
I was about to say that. I want to see that. I want to see a TCG that you could play online, that you can sell as NFTs. Like the cards are on the blockchain. And they're truly like, one of hundreds, one of thousands, one of tens, or these cards. So you not only have the NFT behind it, but you also have the utility of it within the game. And then on top of that, they can just in the contract say, hey, if you ever sell this on the secondary market, we get 15% or what they want. Like there's economics to that. There's down the line incentive.
Be a royalty stream play. Yeah. But what's going to get complex about that?
Yeah, and they won't rush into it either. They'll take their time.
Yeah, but then what happens if you have, the transactional nature of NFTs being treated by your home country as a capital gains transaction. So you got 13-year-old kids who buy, we talk about, right? Like buy a Fortnite skin for whatever, $50, and then it becomes a, I don't know, $5,000 NFT or whatever. And then they sell that. There's a lot of like complexities there. And like, there's a lot of legal loopholes hurdles to making that all
How does it work for World of Warcraft right now? Because I know that there's several games that do have secondary markets.
It's probably because it's like you like buy, like in Fortnite, don't you buy like V-Bucks or whatever?
Yep. It's a digital currency. That's how EA does it too.
Yeah, as a digital currency. Yeah, I think that's why it's like a loophole. I don't know. Jake, I vote Zoonomics because Facebook's going to sue you if you do Meta. Sucker Bros. It's too funny. I'm just throwing through the chat. Zuck knows all. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like isn't it funny too that we kind of like, it's almost like asinine that we talk about them in the same breath because they're so wildly like different. They're almost in like totally different dimensions. Like they're really like, we only talk about it in this way because this community is so centered on like Pokemon that they're just like, what's threatening Pokemon? Well, you got Fortnite and you got DBZ and you got Metazoo and you got Bandai or freaking Weiss Schwartz. And it's like, we have such warped perspectives because it's like I said, forest for the trees. Like we're too in it that we like miss the big picture that like no one gives a outside of this, like about any of this. So
you guys are my outlet.
Yeah, look, I think Fortnite as a business and like as a brand is like it's like apples and freaking rocks. Like it's not even on the same plane. But just from a cards standpoint, it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens. I would love to see Fortnite establish some sort of playability or game link with their games or with their cards. It would make a lot of sense. We just have to see how the economics would work around that.
And to your point,
they should do a Topps partnership. That would be cool.
I would agree with you on that. Topps isn't doing much right now, so
Topps isn't after 2023.
Isn't Metazoo teaming up with one of those printers? Mm-hmm. Like one of those
they
with
did
Topps
already.
Or somebody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some of those. And yeah, that's exactly right. Like the IP on Fortnite, I would never bet against. I'm just talking about whose cardboard's going to potentially win. And it'll probably still be Fortnite because there's just too many people who care. But
well, and what's funny, what's funny is that Joel has a screenshot of Google Trends where he was like looking at like what regions people were searching for Metazoo, and it was literally at the time only California and the East Coast, like somewhere in New York, like that you're around your parts, Connor. Like those were the only two places that they were searching for Metazoo. So that was really interesting initially. Like to say, obviously, it doesn't look like that now, but at the time it was very regional from that. So
I was just going to show some of the something. I was just going to show just because like I don't know if people have probably like ever seen them, but these are like some of the cards that I like just from this. Like there's something about the so this was like a Halloween promo, and then these are some
they're all
cards
hollow.
These are all the hollow ones. Yeah. This is actually a reverse hollow. I like it better than the regular hollow. It's cool. And then this one I love because it's like Harry Potter. So it's really cool. And it's by the same artist who did my, I'll take it off I don't want to take it off the wall, but it's that like Gickley print I have of the Evolutions, Chris Campman. He's one of their artists. So that's what it comes down for me. Awesome. Is like, I just like it. And then like Wilderness that comes out next year, like I might hate it. I might never buy another Metazoo product again. But there was just something aesthetically pleasing about this to me that I was like, oh, that's fun. Like it's fall. Like it reminds me of like being a kid and like Halloween and like, the Peanuts Halloween. So like, it's just like that vibe for me, So, but it's like, I don't really care like who wins, or who survives. Because it doesn't really matter. It'll probably just end up being a weird oddity, but who knows? It's crazy right now. Crazy world we live in. Is there lobster boy? Oh man,
not yet.
You know, there might be. There will be. There will be.
There probably will be. There probably will be. I mean, the UFO set will go crazy. People love freaking aliens. There's so many people who love aliens.
One? Is that the
no?
next
The
one
next one's Wilderness, which
okay,
I think is centered around like more stuff like Bigfoot. Yeah, like one of the new artists made like a chibi, or maybe that was Chris. Did he do it like a chibi Bigfoot? So like in that like that anime style with like the big eyes and stuff. So I don't know.
That's interesting.
Rudy Lobster Boy.
I honestly have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I find this really
I know. I was like, maybe
Lobster Boy, aliens. I mean, I'm sold. Whatever this is. I'm just kidding.
We need to send you some packs for $30.
Oh
God,
I'm
just
sorry. It's all celebration here.
I'm just joking.
The Florida State expansion. Oh my God. This is so great.
Like if I can get the guy from Ancient Aliens on a card, like with the hair, like boom, I'm down. Metazoo cards, let's go. Come on, make it happen. Do a thing, because I like UFOs. Just because it's funny. Like Ancient Aliens is hilarious to me. Yeah.
Funny.
I love that show.
You know what? It's a good show, but sometimes I'm like, I have to turn it off because this is like too crazy. I'm like, this was not entertaining because this is too far.
I agree.
This is not as fun.
The chat is so much for me right now. I love it. What's up, Shavaz? Oh man,
yeah,
I love these guys. This is too funny.
Waffle Analytics.
You guys are great. Waffle Analytics.
Hold you to that. Hold up. We need a screenshot. Hold you to it.
Oh man.
I'm just not here for the ride. I'm here to buy. Come on, Mason.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
yeah.
Funny. PokeGal's just over there hoarding her ultra premiums. What you don't see is to the right of her, there's probably like 50 cases of ultra premium collections. She's gonna drip them into the market.
She's got cases. Cases on cases.
Forget the
40
kids.
spots, $10 a spot.
No, I'm gonna wait till Christmas. $400. Come on, guys.
I know.
Thinking here.
Let's go.
Do a raffle.
Are you gonna open it? Are you gonna open it, PokeGal? For real? Are you gonna rip it?
Probably. I've been opening a lot of packs, so probably.
You've been opening packs and not going live. What the hell? Where
I live, that's probably not true.
If you open a pack and don't record it, did it even happen? Is that like allowed?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No. It felt crazy the other day because I was opening up a pack of that the Force of Will Ghost in the Shell. Like I opened up a pack and I felt really weird because I didn't go live. And I'm like, wait, hold up, time out.
Wait, I didn't make a reel.
I can just do this.
It's like really weird. It's like super weird how far the pendulum has swung, my friends.
Oh God, I felt the same way when I was opening up that magic set. Honestly, dude. So like I know you like the Metazoo in the fall and like the Halloween, and it's kind of got you feeling away, but you might like Innistrad, because Innistrad is like real like werewolves and vampires and fighting and that kind of business. You might, if you see it at Target.
I really didn't like Twilight, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough.
You seem like a really good Twilight kind of guy, though.
I do not endorse sparkling vampires. These are real looking ones. Like you talk about like.
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm offended right now. I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm kidding. I'm not.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so we've been seeing a lot of interesting things in the market, and I mean, we've touched on a lot of stuff. Are there weird, fishy things that we've been seeing? Have we been seeing weird, fishy things that we need to talk about?
Let me know, guys. I've been out of the loop. Let me know.
There's a lot of base set pack. By that. A lot of base set PSA 5s if you want those.
Oh, God.
It just seems like there's a wave of plastic coming. And they're not. Connor's going to go into his angry spiral. It just seems like a lot of plastic starting to come.
Sorry,
because I think stuff's finally starting to come back. And
this chat's too much.
Yeah.
Hefe goes, PokeGal told us she was going to the store to buy milk and never came back.
I abandoned all the kids. Good milk.
Oh, so true.
The cat's Meowth actually shared some really good news I want to share with you guys too. She recently got a PSA 10 Crystal Charizard. Well, she sent it for grading. It came back a 10. Go her.
Wow, go
That's
her.
incredible.
Let's
Go her. That's probably another 10, 15,000. Anyways,
Really?
I have to probably leave in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do the giveaway now, you guys. So this is you see that one right there. See, this is actually for Paul. So the other one is gonna be up there, which I will ship. Okay, so I have two. I'm not giving away your gift, Paul. But I'm just too lazy to go get up there. Go ahead, pick another hashtag, Jess.
Okay. I don't know. Hashtag. What was it? What was the new name for Jake? Zoonomics? Is that what we said? Hashtag Zoonomics.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuck out to me.
Okay, type it down because that's hard to spell.
All right. I will do that.
Guys. If you guys want to enter just to win this, I will ship this sealed for you guys. It's a new built and battle for Fusion. So it's hashtag whatever the Zoonomics.
Zoonomics.
No one's gonna be able to spell that. We're gonna get 3 entries.
Double check
Okay.
you guys spell it.
See. Okay, guys, look at the. Is that how you did it, Jake? I think that's how you did it.
Is that
No, you spelled it wrong. No, that can't be it.
No, go back.
Just do hashtag zoo. Just do hashtag zoo. It's never gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
All right, hashtag zoo, you guys.
I apologize.
Anywhere for you guys.
Hashtag zoo. We changed it.
Let's get like
Hashtag zoo.
let's get like 30 entries. Let's go.
Funny.
There's so many people.
Just hashtag zoo, and I'll just tell you guys. Dude, over it's not Zoonomics anymore.
Just look at the
so
screen.
funny.
What I got going on.
Hashtag zoo, you guys. Jake is disqualified. I'm just kidding, Jake. It's been really great, you guys. Thank you so much for inviting me. I apologize that I went for milk and never came back. And
Man, Hefe got the jokes. He got the jokes.
I really miss you guys. I have not forgotten about you guys or Pokemon. I wish Spiders was here because I have this little thing. Much love, homie. I will be back, you guys. I just need to work on. I work a lot. So, welcome back. I promise I will be back. I work a lot. And you guys know that collectibles is secondary to my life. Okay, probably third because I have my pets.
Secondary. What?
Your cats.
I know. And
How many cats do you have?
I actually have 3 cats. So
I thought you were like, weren't you like fostering a bunch or something?
I know, but they're not mine. So they're not mine.
Well, how many cats are living with you?
Oh, 3.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, they owe me. I don't owe them, but so there's oh my god, there's F&W collectibles. Oh my goodness, cats come first. All right, you guys. Hashtag zoo. Right. I will ship this to you guys. Give it a little bit. Hashtag zoo, and we'll get this going. So, I really appreciate you guys. I miss you guys a lot. I just have not.
We appreciate you coming back.
Yeah,
no,
for
seriously.
Yeah, a lot of people. Hashtag if you guys want that, I'll ship that anywhere. And you know what? I'll throw in a little. I think a little Leonard that I have with you guys too. We get this going.
Mm-hmm.
So
nice.
But anyways, since I'm out of the loop, I want you guys to tell me what I should spend my money on when I sell my house to get rich.
NFTs.
Have you ever seen shiny cardboard?
No.
Let me tell you, my friend, there's really shiny cardboard out there, and sometimes it comes in plastic. Man, I tell you, crazy.
Really?
And you can have it just for 9 easy payments of $999. So.
Oh my God.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a deal. It's a deal.
So
what a deal.
I just have to sell my house.
Wow. This was historic.
All right, you guys, let's get going. Hashtag dude.
Hashtag zoo. Run it. Let's see what they get.
Let's do it.
Right, let's go. Good luck, you guys. Let's go.
Woo!
It's tough being a collector out there nowadays. They need some free product. It's hard.
It's hard these days.
No!
Oh, no! You deserve that with the jokes today. You deserve that. Go, dude.
Oh my god!
That was awesome.
My god.
Good job.
He never wins. He never wins. But I know we're actually Facebook friends, so I actually know where he lives. And he actually said it. Exactly. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get going. I actually foster some cats, so they're actually waiting for me. So
see you, PokeGal.
All right, you guys.
Good luck.
Bye. Thank you, girl. Come back.
Right,
stay back.
I'll be back. I promise you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. My clippers still suck, but you know what? They don't have.
No shooters. Aww. Oh God.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, PokeGal.
Bye.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm open to staying on longer, guys, if you want to.
Yeah, I got a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit.
I make my own schedule, so yeah.
That's true. I'm just in the weirdest situation because like transitioning out of one job into the other, it's like I'm working two jobs, but I'm not really fully working either of them. It's actually
when do you start the new one?
It's a total cluster F. The 20th.
Well, no, I guess you
December.
like when do you? Oh, okay, officially like 100%.
Yeah, so I have like a month left at my new job, and then it's like the 15th of December, and then the 20th of December I start my new gig. So. But it's like I'm doing work every day with them. So it's I'm just basically working two jobs at once. It's fine. So it's fun.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing too crazy going on.
But I kind of feel like I know Swami's in here. He's taking a step back. Real life is like there's a lot more going on, a lot of travel, a lot of that, and like I want to still continue producing as much like content as I can, but I'll certainly have to take like some steps back, which is why it's like, go figure. I just get like approved on Whatnot. Like if I want to stream on that, like, I don't know, like
when will you start?
I'm very conflicted about that.
So yeah, I understand.
So I have like a call tomorrow, or it's like a group Zoom or whatever onboarding, right? And then within 2 weeks, you have to do your first stream. So I figured that I would, because most people still don't have their hands on this. I figured doing this on Whatnot would be fun.
That would be so much fun.
It's cool. Like it's just better than English. Like I'm sorry, it is in my opinion. Like the cards are do I have them somewhere? Oh yeah, like here's the like I don't know, like here's the Pikachu. It's awesome.
Love it.
The stamp looks better. It's just so clean. It's sweet.
Isn't the card quality better too?
I would say yes. I also like how they did how the borders are different than English. Like they're more silvery and shiny. Like the cards are just
I like that too.
Outstanding. Yeah. The cards are outstanding quality. Like it's been super fun. I've only opened one box and I pretty much got everything I wanted. So that was awesome. Which is nice. That's what makes it so much like more approachable than English, right? Because like English celebrations, it's such a cluster. I have to figure out which product you're going to get. Although it's super fun and there's products for everyone, it's just like it was this weird thing where it was like, at least with Japan, you knew like, hey, there's a booster box, you can go get it. You might overpay, you might get market, you might whatever, but I don't know. I mean, I'm blessed to have the link in Japan, so that's cool. It makes it easier for me. But
I completely agree. I'm still super blown away at the tins that I opened. Literally, I've not opened a single ETB, and the tins was like already hitting. I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
And usually, like historically, I've never had good luck with tins because I don't know. I think for some reason I feel like because you get a promo, they're just like they put the dud packs in there, you know. So
that's the one thing you can't hit on is a tin.
Yep, I lose. I don't hit. It sucks. That's why I keep them sealed behind this computer. So it's just
yeah.
What have you guys been picking up lately? Jess, you've been opening some Magic. James, what have you been looking at?
So I've just been looking at cards, a lot of E-series, but I'm not buying anything until December comes, just because that's when there's going to be more deals, I think. So and everything. I mean, it's hard to not.
You're sticking to your guns,
not buy. Yeah, it's hard to not buy things right now because everything is cheaper than it was in April. But I have to remember that there's a reason why everything is cheaper now than it was in April. So I mean, it's just like it's kind of like waiting
too, right? You know, like
I mean, there's definitely deals out there for stuff that you can just have to wait though. Like you've been like showing me some stuff that you've been waiting on that you've finally been trying to get after and you finally got to it. But like I think that you just have to be patient now. You don't have to like rush into it like I was with raw cards in last year, just because there was so many of them and there was such a tight window, I thought, to buy them for like 25 cents each. Now it's just like you can kind of play the long game and just kind of wait, especially with CGC. Like the discount is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think as a collector, that's a good option. I do like I'm not going to take the risk of buying a CGC slab to crack and resubmit to PSA, but I'll like buy one for my personal collection that's objectively a really nice card that I think's like an okay value and sell my PSA card. Like I'm okay with that, especially if the card's better in CGC. Like, I don't know. It's just like, for me, like, because there isn't this extreme level of like need for like banking on store value in this stuff. Because at the end of the day, probably most of the stuff, especially in the like lower tier of the market, there's just a lot of downside risk there, right? So it's like, yeah, if I'm buying a $50 slab or $100 slab or a $250 slab in CGC and it's double that in PSA, even though I can sell the PSA one and keep that, I might still get cut in half from here on that slab just because of how the market is. But that's what makes it so hard as like a collector right now in certain areas, like depending what caliber of card you're buying, right? So I wanted to point out one thing, Mason, if you're still here, these are the play, guys, for Japanese, okay? This is the bang for the buck product for Japanese, all right?
Keeping it sealed or ripping?
Special sets. I have a bunch of these, so I'm definitely opening some. These come with 4 of the booster packs from the booster box, a Chansey coin that's like a miniature one. It's actually really cool. I like it a lot. It's upside down. It's neato. Kind of has those like old school Chansey coin vibes from like the original theme decks, which I thought was a cool touch.
Well, it's the same as like the old school ones.
Pack. Yeah, but they're smaller. Yeah. And then it comes with one of the promo packs. So this is the perfect product. And I told my guy in Japan, I'm like, you need to load up on these because once people figure out how this game works, they're either going to want to buy a bundle that's a promo pack plus a booster box, or they're going to want to buy this because this is the best thing. Like I opened this yesterday. I opened one of these. I got the Gold Mew out of the regular packs, and I got the Dark Gyarados Classic Collection card.
How much are those going for right now?
I think on eBay, they're like 40-ish. I got them for
not bad,
like half that.
Even with shipping from Japan?
If you buy enough, they'll do free shipping on some of these.
Yeah, the only reason my shipping was, it would have been $20, but I upped my order. And it was here in 3 days.
That's super cheap.
My plug knows what he's doing. Yeah, my
Mm-hmm.
plug knows what he's doing. Yep. So like but I like ordered a lot, you know. So,
so it was worth it.
I think it's going to be good to have. Yeah, I can break some of it. I can enjoy some of it. I can give some to friends at cost, which was really like cool to do. Not like self-promoting myself, but just like a nice thing to be able to offer people, because people like. I'm very lucky to have like connections into guys on the ground in Japan. Like a lot of like, just because I've been collecting Japanese for so long and that's what I like. But I'm hoping I will. Yeah, Cheval, that's, I would say, accurate. 40 is a lot for one of those, but they're very cool and they look really cool. I actually ordered it. This is dumb. I'm going to end up buying a custom case for this. That's going to cost more than what this thing cost me, just to keep one from getting dinged up. But they do a good job. I wonder, they made me custom cases and I got one for MHA and they missized it. Oh no, it doesn't fit that either. That would have been sweet. Yeah, I got these random custom cases that now I have for free that don't fit anything I have, so it's kind of random. But
oh man, I was about to say, if I hadn't opened up my Ghost in the Shell Force of Will, that might fit. That's the only thing I can think of that could fit that, but I already opened it. It doesn't matter.
But someone asked, Mason, these are amazing. You need to figure out how to get your hands on as many of these as possible. If you message me, I can link you to my guy and you can see what he can get for you. But yeah, these are, as soon as, because like when they came out with those blisters in China that have like 2 of the classic collections and then like 4 of the regular packs, I was like, man, they better do that in Japan. And then they one-upped it with these. So I'm very stoked. So
Connor with the hookup. Y'all heard it here first.
Someone asked, what are our favorite sets personally? Any TCG? Hefe asked that. Fun one to answer.
That is
Why don't you guys go first?
James, you go first. I got to think about it.
It's either the Gym Heroes or the Gym Challenge.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, I like those a lot. Or, you know, I mean, there's also Southern Island I like too, but I mean, those are probably the top. Southern Island,
yeah. I have to agree with you on that. I think I've been saying that my favorite is Southern Island, and I think that's my favorite Pokemon. But now to think about like any TCG, that's really hard because I've been really liking Flesh and Blood.
I haven't opened it yet.
You should. I've got an extra box I can send you. Welcome to Wraith. Do you want to open up an unlimited box? I'll send it to you.
Wasn't it hard to find too? Like that was the issue when you first got into it, Jess. Like you got it like right before it like blew up.
Thanks, yeah, and you know, to be quite honest, when I first got into it and I first bought them, I didn't know anything about them. So I ended up buying all the unlimited boxes from Rudy. He was doing a sale, so I'm like, okay, let me just get them. I trust him, whatever. I'll just pay his price. But I didn't realize there was also the first edition as well, and then I started learning about, okay, this is how they do their sets. So unlimited now is not that hard to get. You can find it. You know, it's not.
Yeah, I feel like I see it. Do I see it in Target or am I mixing it up with something? Maybe I've just seen it in my LGS.
It might have just been your I'm not 100% sure. I've not seen it at Target. I don't know that they have them at the big stores, but definitely your LGS for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would say for me, when it comes to Pokemon, it's Japanese Gym Challenge and Japanese and English Team Rocket. Japanese Gym Challenge because of how stacked it is. Team Rocket because that's what I opened most as a kid. But then like, those are just like from a nostalgia standpoint. Like now I've come to the point where like Fire Red Leaf Green just has like crazy good cards. Like Sky Ridge has unbelievable like, you know, like it's hard with Pokemon because it's really about like pockets of sets, right? That I really like. But from a nostalgia standpoint, it's definitely Rocket. Neo Revelation's fantastic, you know, Shining Magikarp and Gyarados, and it's a tight set in Japanese. It's like 55 cards, which is cool. But other TCGs for me, I still have like all my Harry Potter cards from when I was a kid. So the Harry Potter base set. Did you open
any boxes? No,
not a box. I've opened packs because like I was even I mean, if Jake's still in here, he knows this. You could get packs and boxes for nothing. even into last year. So, but I have like some of my childhood like full holo cards still. I have a bunch of random ones from that. So I like that set. Trying to think what else is like. Oh, well, in Pokemon, it's also Dream League. Dream League is amazing set.
I like that one.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah,
I love that set.
I got some of those. Those are great.
Tag Team GX. Yeah, both of those are awesome. There's just too many. Weiss Schwarz Sword Art Online is just hits for me because that was like the first anime that like really got me in. And know what's really cool is they came out with a new set and they have serial cards. They have out of 10s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they numbered the SPs, which is really interesting. Yeah, TCG Art House is right. Metazoo going in Walmart. That's what's supposed to happen.
It's coming that soon? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I forget the
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I knew he was talking about obviously bringing it to the big boxes. I just for some reason was thinking it was going to happen later. But hey, I'm here for it. Because I want to see the cards for myself and open them. And
another card. Mason
learn them.
Just mentioned one.
Mm-hmm.
I just like EX Ruby Sapphire. Some great cards in there. Like this freaking Lapras they upgraded to. This thing is awesome.
Look, the
These
Lapras.
Cards, dang.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah.
You showed us that earlier.
Yeah.
Connor, the Japanese base set pack that I have, which I haven't told you, but I've waited and it's light. So there's that.
Yeah.
But I have thought about opening it just because.
Is it 291 yen or 300 yen on the front?
Oh fuck, I can't remember. It's the legit one. It's the one. It was the original one before they added on the taxes. I think that's the 291. Is that the 291?
291's before the tax change. Yeah.
The tax change.
Because they have different weight ranges. So.
Oh, okay.
To my understanding, so I only really definitively know for the 291s.
What's the weight then for the 291? For
like
a heavy versus light?
0.7 and above is really potentially heavy.
Okay. I'll have to wait again.
Usually the light ones are in like the 0.3 to 0.5 range on the decimals. So you got the legit scale.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
and then I realized that I needed to buy the little weights to calibrate it properly. I was like, damn it, I can't even weigh this right now. Like I got it. I mean, thank God Amazon, But
yeah, you can test it with like a nickel or something. But yeah, yeah. And I tell you, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm going to enjoy for many years having a binder of Nightfall. Like I'm going to. I don't have enough tie to it yet, and maybe it'll go by the wayside. But I've dabbled enough in enough TCG. I mean, I've opened, I don't even know where to begin, but a lot of different TCGs over my life. And there's some that just certain sets of things have stuck with me. Certain, the way certain, like Seven Deadly Sins, great set of Weiss Schwarz. And that's largely because I like that anime. Same with SAO. And that's what I think is so cool about collecting. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Is like, you don't have to be pigeonholed into being a whatever collector. Like I should probably be looking for some cool, like vintage, like Peanuts cards. Cause I actually have some that are like trading cards, poker cards. I should grade them and then sell them for astronomical amounts of money. Just like those Japanese poker cards.
You know what?
Talk about market manipulation. Are you kidding me with these things? People are buying poker cards, like playing cards, 52 card decks plus your jokers from freaking Japan for $0. And then they're opening it. They're grading all of them and they're selling them for hundreds and thousands of dollars. People are nuts. People are nuts that are buying those. Those populations are going to be hilarious. And it's so niche. It's just absolutely just blows my mind.
Bananas. That's so crazy.
It blows my mind.
Well, talking about other TCGs, one that's popped up for me in the past few weeks is Akora. which
I almost backed the Kickstarter.
You did? Okay. So I saw it after the fact.
I didn't. Yeah. My buddy locally did. So he has an extra box I can get from him. But yeah, tell me what you think.
They look cool. I have no idea what the game is. Like, what I'm trying to do with all the TCGs right now is, like, because some of the new TCGs, I don't have like a nostalgia kick necessarily per se. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the utility out of them, which is like, let me learn how to play them. Like, let me get good. Let me learn how to build a deck. Let me play a few games. Let me see how I like them, and then kind of go from there. So with Akora, I know nothing about the gameplay, but the cards look really interesting. Like, comparing them between all the other, Magic and Flesh and Blood and Metazoo, like, I don't know where I would sit those yet. But I mean, I'm interested. See, that's the thing. Like, I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to see it with my own eyes, like right in front of me. Like, this is what's up. But the problem is like getting it at a price that makes sense, that you're willing to spend on it. Like that promotion for Metazoo that Rudy was putting out. I would have bought it. Like, I want to buy Metazoo to get a feel for it, but I didn't want to put $800 down on Metazoo. So I'm like, dang, Rudy, can I just get one box? Can I get 2 boxes? I mean, no, he does what he does, and it's not like a criticism on him. It's just like, I'm not someone that was going to buy into that sale. But
yeah, because that's like your value's all in the spec on the promo, right? Because when you look at like what you're getting, about that, yeah, like that's the only way you're gonna get. You would have to basically get it and try to immediately sell the promo to recoup what you paid, or what you paid less the MSRP. It was 820 maybe.
820, yeah.
Nerdicus X. It was 820, and we could go through it. It wasn't near, it was only one booster box. It was like a spell book, maybe blister, the Rudy promo, the playmat, which is cool, some other stuff. But it was like, when you mathed it out, it was like MSRP. It was maybe like $350 worth of MSRP product plus the promo, I think, right? Like, if you looked at what you get, maybe 400. So like I said, it's a total spec on the promo being having resale value.
What that is. Yeah. I mean,
he did say that do you see that update with like the there's going to be some like Christmas promo, and Mike promised him that the next box will have 2. I'm now a patron of Rudy, I guess. So we'll see how long that lasts.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to get some Weiss Schwartz at reasonable cost, which is
seriously,
funny.
I'm waiting for something to come out for him.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't get any SAO yet. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because I would pick up some SAO.
Did you see that he put out another update saying that he had banned several people again?
Yeah.
Because they had put out, like, they didn't get the items quick enough or something. Like, they didn't ship quickly enough. I just think that's ridiculous. Yeah, I thought that was so strange. He said something like 7 people he ended up banning because they signed up, bought the kit, the Metazoo promo kit, and then bounced.
That's probably how I got in, because there was only one spot left in the Patreon. And it's so funny, because the only reason I thought of it was because, like, 2 weeks ago, he said in a video, like, that he wasn't opening more Patreon spots, and that, but sometimes he literally said, sometimes people sneak in at the end of the month when people drop out. And I just checked it randomly. Like, I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I mean, we'll see if it works for me, or if it's worthwhile. I don't know. I have a lot of good connections for a lot of products, so no harm, no foul. Did you get
the 15 or the 10? Yeah,
15.
The 15. Okay, yeah, that's what I've been at. Yeah.
So I'll see how it works out. I gotta like do the math and see what I end up paying if I get something. We'll see, but could be cool to get like in the next Metazoo package might be cool. Maybe I'll splurge on it. We'll see.
Yeah, I wish you would have told me that you were kind of eyeing that, because there's a few other people that I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, he got rid of some people, go in. This might be a good time, because he mentions it sometimes if he's banned people, because of silly stuff.
Funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna I wish I wanted to buy more from him. So like technically the $15 that I spend a month, like I don't buy things from him every month. I might buy a few things each year. So I don't know if like the $15 is like worth it, quote unquote, or not, but I don't want to lose my spot, because there are some things that randomly come up that I'm like, oh, like, let's go. Like, this has got to be it right now. I don't know. He's got a plug. I don't have a plug for like the Force of Will or the Weiss Schwartz or anything like that. So that's part of why I stay around for that.
I'm excited for the Japanese Weiss Schwartz Marvel set. It's going to be fun. I think that's going to be cool. I like Marvel. I'm not like crazy into Marvel, but like that's a cool, I know, right? He's gonna crucify me, but that's a cool like overlap for me. So we'll see.
When does it come out, do you know?
Like Christmas.
Oh, okay. He hasn't said anything. Rudy hasn't said anything. So
yeah, that's because if it's different because it's a Japanese set. You don't get it through the normal distribution channels that English Weiss Schwartz does. So like, for example, the LGS, one of the LGSs in my town actually distributes a lot of Weiss Schwartz to other LGSs in the country. And I believe, I think they get it just directly from Weiss. However, because Weiss is interesting, right? Because it's like print to demand and it's just done differently. But with Japanese product, he was like, I can take your name down and then like I'll tell you if I can get it for you, but it would have to be like a pallet. Like I'd have to do like cases and split them with people to make it worth it, because it would just be more like his connections in Japan, I think. So I just went on Amazon Japan and bought a couple instead.
Oh, really? So wait, not pre-order, you just bought them?
Well, they're pre-ordered, but
pre-order. Okay. Yeah. That might be the better way to do it. Cause that's the thing. Because Rudy this past Friday was selling Innistrad boxes, the new Magic set. And like, obviously like I've been really into that set right now. Like, and I don't even have that many cards yet, but like the story is really interesting. That's been really fascinating. I've been really exploring it. And I wanted to buy some boxes, but you had to buy, I think, a case. And so it was like $600 and something. I'm like, I want it. I like it, but I don't want to spend like $600 for how much it was, on that. I just want to buy like one or two, boxes. So, I
think you might just have to once in a while, like bite the bullet and play the churn game where then you like resell some of it. Right. And then try to recoup. So or like find a group that wants to buy some, like that's, and then it's kind of how you have to do now, because to get the best pricing, you just got to do volume, right? It's the same, how it goes.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe in the Discord channel, I wonder who might be down for that. Cause I would be down for that. I wouldn't mind. Like even if you weren't on it, I totally wouldn't mind if someone was like, hey, can you get me something from Rudy, and I'll pay you. And like, I don't mind middlemaning between that, So like, if there's something special that people want, they can give me the cash for it. Let's go. I was really sad that I missed the Flesh and Blood promo, because I wanted to buy that. But it was I just wasn't liquid at the time. For it, because it was like 1,000.
It's hard. I can only dabble so much too, like, because I enjoy Pokemon and I know like I'm gonna buy 20 boxes of VMAX Climax, right? Like I know in my head, like I'm doing that. I know, and James knows this all too well, that we have grading fees that are gonna be hitting, right? And like there's only so much you can spend on, and that's that's a huge problem. We've talked about this, but a huge downward pressure on the market's going to be that people are just not good at liquidity timing, and they could have not, known that it was going to take this long for their cards to grade, and now they got to pay, and they might not have that. So
and they probably didn't space them out either. Yeah, they probably didn't space them out like I did. Like I space mine out every other month. So now it's not like I'm going to get hit for 1,800 cards coming back. It's going to be like 400 this month, 400 next month, and then it's going to be spread out. I think I have like CGC, like they're starting to get a little faster, but they're still I have 200 cards coming. They're supposed to be coming next week, but they've been in like grading encapsulated for like a week and a half almost.
Yeah, how long ago did they charge you?
They charged me about 10 days ago, and that was weird because before the first one they charged me they charged me and then the cards came they got shipped the next day. This time it's been a lot longer, so but it's a bigger sub this time too. So I can't imagine how long the 400 cards. I did do bulk on these ones.
Oh, on these ones? Nice.
Yeah, I've got one bulk that's got 560 in it, and I can't imagine how long it's going to take for them to grade like 560 cards. So I mean, I think it varies too, but I'm intrigued to see how the holidays are going to impact turnaround times on these cards too, because I assume they're going to give their people a break. Yeah, I mean, I hope they give their people a break because they've just been.
My understanding that it's miserable there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
It's hard. I mean, I can't imagine like constantly grading cards every day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, I have a friend of a friend who works at CGC and said CGC or PSA. I forget which one it is. Doesn't matter because it's going to be basically the same, right? And they're like, yeah, we're just working 12-hour days, 10, 12-hour shifts and just nonstop.
So as a grader, not necessarily.
As a grader.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy. You know what's interesting is I noticed today, PSA hauled ass on quarterly specials. Like a month ago, they were in October, and now they're in January. And I found that super interesting because like the January numbers haven't moved like since they cussed January, they're still at like 3% of January, which makes sense, right? Because like they got 1 million cards in Q1. If 1 million Pokemon cards, not to mention everything else, right? At PSA. Yeah. So I can imagine it's going to take them a while to try to get through that part of the backlog. But that was interesting with the quarterly special thing. So I don't know how mixed that is, what percentage there. But the fact that they want to do whatever it is, 40,000 a day or whatever, is just absolutely nuts. So, I mean,
that's crazy.
How does the market absorb all this? What happens? Like, whether it's sports or Magic or Pokemon or Metazoo, like it's kind of a mind-boggling number to it. And like there has to be this like significant transition of people just like everyone collecting slabs. And I don't like we've talked about this. Like I don't know if that's gonna like if kids are gonna start collecting slabs. Like I want to think that's a possibility, right? Versus like binder sets, but like how are parents going to afford that for their kids? Like it's crazy to think about. Now if we end up with $7 slabs, I guess it's better than
I was going to say it's got to be real cheap. I think
it's going to be weird. It's going to be just get them some GMA.
Well, modern could get that cheap, or base set could get that cheap. I think at this point there's just so many out there. Like that's what they're grading the most of is base. And then wasn't that report having like sets that were like they had one of those Charizards. They graded like 10,000 of them.
Yeah, where's Mason? Yeah, Mason was joking about that in his video. He did a cool video covering the pop growth. He had a cool,
I just think like first editions like first edition's like its own. Like it's just like different areas. Like first edition is just like its own separate thing that's outside of base compared to like modern. And I think people forget that too. Like, I don't think the markets they're going to be, it's almost like you're looking at two different markets almost too, just because of that time factor and how much sealed product is actually left.
I
it's
think
hard to know.
WotC era as a whole is just risk. And there is, what's crazy. Okay. And I know this is going to sound crazy coming from me. I am almost, maybe not, because I'm pretty objective. I'm almost more worried about the sealed market than I am some parts of the slab market.
Tell me more. Yeah.
I like because,
and this goes into the manipulation part that I don't think people have any concept of how many cases of base set unlimited booster boxes are out there. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. it's like
unlimited anything is just bad.
Even some first edition boxes, right? Especially like Jungle. Like there's more than people think. I mean, freaking, this is a random like little thing, but like there's 11 first edition Neo Genesis boxes on the PWCC auction block for the next
crap.
auction.
That's so bad.
I was looking at it.
Holy crap.
They're going to get wrecked.
Like, did they duplicate this by mistake, or is someone just saying, get me out before like the floor comes out?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, is this the peak for that?
I was talking to a very trusted source of mine who, he's really looking to move sealed WotC product because it's just too much concentration risk. And, if he had just sold a year ago at the height, but he didn't, he sold some, he didn't sell all of it, and didn't even come close. And, people are getting worried,
so
tax scrutiny, illiquidity, the market cooling off. And by cooling off, I mean actually going into a free fall in most parts. Like it's wild. It's like
how long can it take
for some stuff? Yeah.
People are impatient. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people are impatient too. They want immediate like return on whatever they bought. And especially the people that bought with like credit cards, like they need to pay their bills. And if they're not going to have stuff to sell, they're just going to sell it for whatever just to get what they can.
Yeah. Well, it's like the quote I said, or I was trying to think of earlier. The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. Right.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gonna pass you by, but it's gonna keep going, and you're not gonna be. It's gonna be out of your control, and you're just gonna have to sell. And it's a scary thought to think like how much of people's livelihoods are tied up in this, and like the issues they could potentially see down the road. Especially because so many of these guys are used to doing under the table cash deals, and it's like, if you want to move some of this product, you got to start dripping it onto some of the big auction houses, and just know you're going to get hosed on the transaction fees, but you got to do it legit. Like even like if you want to sell boxes to Rev, right? Like these big breakers are doing things like more by the book. Now they might have little teams out there who do things, cash deals and funnel. I'm sure they all do, right? I'm sure there's this whole, it's the veil, but it's like the behind the veil thing, right? I think there's a lot more going on there than we know or could even imagine. But a lot of them are like doing like things legitimately, like by the book as businesses now. And that just means a lot of people are going to have to transact like that aren't like the biggest players, like, because even if someone pays you cash for something, they're still going to have to report where that went if they're a business, right? And who are the people who are really going to be able to like, how many Logan Pauls are really out there who want to buy, half a dozen base set first edition boxes, like how many rando wealthy celebrities who want to buy that much product and will do it under the table? I don't know, especially now. So just wait till he buys all the Metazoo. Then I'm going to be just like over here with my shiny cardboard feeling myself.
He's not done any live breaks, right? For Metazoo?
No, there were just some pictures that came out. I thought it was funny. I will tell you, this box glows in the dark, which is kind of neat.
That is
holographic. Really cool. So anyway, that's.
I'm glad you really like that set. But yeah, we'll see how.
Thank you. It was exciting. It was fun. It was like refreshing. Like I was a little burnt out on Pokemon too, I think is why, because I overspent on Evolving Skies when I meant to not buy any. Now I was just like,
It happens. We've been there. Yeah. We've been there.
James, aren't you glad you dumped your Vivid Voltage?
I timed that so well. Like I could not do that any better. 220. From 220 I sold it for. Actually, the highest one I sold was for 230. And like a couple weeks later, it was down to like 150, and then the bottom just fell out.
Thoughts on the Steve?
I can't believe
I was about to bring that up. I haven't looked at his account on TCG Player. I don't know what he's selling. But
is he selling cards?
The news headlines have been saying he's selling 3 million's worth of things. So I don't know if that number is accurate. I doubt that number is accurate.
In Pokemon cards or just like in general, like
in
liquidating?
Cards and other stuff. Yeah, he's got he's got a lot of stuff on TCG Player. Let me see if I can find it.
He could probably sell that. Didn't he get a trophy card and then get it graded as like a 9?
Yeah. Are you talking about the Pikachu Illustrator? Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, the Illustrator.
PSA is no longer grading trophy cards. Fun fact, but we don't have to go down that rabbit hole.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. What's the reason behind that?
Because they can't validate definitively how many are real, because you never know how many like got not real. Like they all could be real, but how many like could have been printed. Like if you're distributing 100 trophy cards, right, you make 110 in case something happens to one or you need an extra. Like it's kind of like the whole staff idea. So they stopped. It's kind of like I haven't like totally dove into it. That's my quick understanding. I think the thing with the Aoki Vault is like people are gonna like that. Like there's a certain level of person. It's like just like a pedigree, right? Like it's basically the same idea, right? So
yeah,
people are gonna think it's cool to own that. Yeah, like
yeah, for sure.
I get it. And
is he selling on TCG? Or are you just looking at
TCG? Wild way for people to make money.
Yeah.
TCG prices are always like so weird too. Yeah, he must have like some kind of deal with them.
Yeah, here, let me go back to the main page where you can kind of see that. Because I just typed in Steve Aoki.
Mystery boxes will restock November 9th. Oh boy.
But not forever. Oh, see, look at it. So he's selling a lot of things.
He already sold everything out already.
Just wait till instead of breaking one, what Logan Paul does is he convinces a company to grade and pedigree one of his first edition boxes and then sells it and somehow links an NFT to it. These guys are CGC does that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
these guys, I mean, they're just like, it's business. It is. You cannot knock these guys for making money because why not? Like it's
people
like
will buy
barrel.
Mm-hmm. And they can go with that one company in the UK, right? That company was out in UK when we were looking at those graded boxes.
Oh yeah, the one who's grading like the
floating ones.
Yeah, those were cool.
They look like VGA.
Those look amazing.
Yeah,
like that would just be cool to have, because then you can kind of see the whole box.
Yeah, it's like better than it. Oh, it's so cool. It was so cool. It was a great idea.
No, it's out of Germany. That's where it is.
Is it? Like I want someone to grade my EV Gym Pokemon Center box, my EV Heroes gym box. Like that would be it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's cool and it's fun.
What's been going on with the VHS grading market? Is it just become ridiculous? Or did it totally crash and burn?
I haven't been paying attention to it too much. I think Sean from Reserved Investments did something on VHS, but I can't remember what it was.
He's doing a Metazoo video. I can't wait for him to just it's gonna be so funny.
Oh man,
it's so funny because I just don't care. I just don't care. Like it's again, it goes to that thing of like, just because you like one set of something doesn't mean you're like that person. Like I just hope Pokemon doesn't screw themselves up. But I will tell you, I am pretty pumped for the Topps Metazoo, and please, Pokemon, please, whoever's listening, Zuck, my CIA agent, tell Pokemon that I just want you to do another collab with Topps. I want you to make some numbered cards. I want you to bring back some anime cards. Like, can we get some like classic trainers?
Yeah, vending
series. We get some shot. Imagine if they do like that live action show, and then they do cards for the live action show. and then like hybrid them with like the old anime, like a then and now. Like imagine if it was like the original anime, but they did it live action and they did a card set that was like both together.
That's what Force of Will did with the Ghost in the Shell set when it came out in 2020. Yeah, for that new the Netflix version show, which was good. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. But that's exactly where those cards came from. So they can do that. They can make it happen. Like, let's go. Let's see it. Let's see, what's up.
I want it bad.
I'm here for it. I mean, I think yeah. I mean, just going back to the experience of it, like bringing two like ways to enjoy a thing into one, and synchronizing that. I don't know. I'm with you on that. I think that'd be very cool. I wasn't super. I had some of the tops Pokemon cards when they were first out, like obviously the only ones. And I had them when I was a kid, but I wasn't super about them. But now seeing that, I feel differently about it. Like at the time, I was like, "Oh, these are all right."
I hated them when I was a kid, and now I really like them.
Yeah. Now
it's weird. They just like grew on me like a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was. Maybe like I picked up a lot of them locally. Like I don't remember.
And you can still buy the packs. Maybe. There's like a few different series. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because like some of them just like don't really have good cards. And I have one back there. I've got one in my safe. Not that it needs to be in a safe. It's like $20, but I store my sealed stuff in a place that I know is climate controlled and not gonna.
I need to get one of those. But I need to get a climate controlled thingamabob. Something.
Yeah, you can put. Well, you just like put like one of those humidity packets in there or whatever to make sure it's like the right.
Are you talking about like the Bovita cigar humidity packets?
Kind of, yeah. They're kind of like that to like bring it to the right stability.
I didn't think about
Topps
that. I could
is
put
fake
some
Pokemon
stuff in
cards.
my humidor.
That's what I thought as a kid. As a kid, I was like you never wanted to get those as a kid. You were like, F that noise. This is not a Pokemon card. So like
this looks weird. I don't like it. Where's the border?
I'm gonna open this, by the way, while we're on here.
Right now? Let's do it. Yeah, you know what? If we're also down, like, because I know it's after 9 y'all's time.
Yeah.
Could also open one of these guys.
Oh my gosh, you gonna do it?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Let's do it.
Why the hell not?
James is like, I got no cases of Vivid Voltage left to open. Cafe is like, rip it.
I got 2,000 raw cards I could show you. That's about it, though.
I am super impressed with the packaging. I know it's silly because it's just the packaging, but I like the packaging of Celebrations. Yeah.
I gotta get scissors only because that's the only way to open the promo packs without like destroying them.
The cards, yeah. I like revealing it. I'm going to build a Celebrations deck. I don't know what cards will be in it. I don't know what kind of deck I'm gonna run. But is Hitmonchan? Did Hitmonchan get a reprint in this set? I actually don't know. That makes me sad. I was gonna make a Hitmonchan deck.
Here we go. This is the money maker. We're gonna see what we get out of that.
But let's see it.
Yeah, that ETB is sweet. You're gonna love it. There's so much cool shit in there. I was glad I opened one, even though, they're probably going to be one of the best sealed products to keep from this. But it's agree. There's people with cases, so
ultra
we're screwed.
Too. Yeah. All
right, guys. Flames in the chat. Let's see
big
what
money,
we get.
big money, big money, big money.
Oh, man. All right. Just doing a regular pack. I think I need Surfin' Pikachu VMAX and Zamazenta V to have all the cards, but I'm also trying to get all the reverse prism cards, like the ones that have the different hollow pattern. So let's see what we get. Oh, geez. This is why I don't cut packs, because it's a pain in the ass. I love the hollow energies, too. They're sweet. So
that, honestly, it does look really cool.
We got Lugia.
Nice.
We got Groudon, Magma Aqua.
All right.
Palkia, Dialga, I always forget. And we got 2. Oh, this is the Prism one. Sweet. Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Got the different background. Those are cool. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to get a set of each of them. So I remember, that guy like PCG Radio or whatever the heck he is.
Yeah.
He thought they were super rare for some reason, and then it definitely turned out they were not. So I thought that was funny. People at first thought they were going to be. Yo, he is great. He's funny. I love his voice. It's great.
He comes with the news so quick, and I trust him as a source because he's proven to be very reliable. But sometimes I'm like, where the hell is he? He gets information so quickly. Like, damn.
I know.
All right.
Darknet.
All right. I've got some cards. Oh, let's take a look. Oh yeah.
Got Mew.
Yo.
That one. What do you think? Full art something?
It looks cool.
Oh
shit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This card bangs.
I know, right? I know.
I'm wondering how easy these are to pull for being a secret rare. I don't know.
Danny Phantom did pull rates, I think. I'll have to check it out.
Japanese?
I can't remember. No, they were English. Never mind.
Because it's not super.
They're not going to be the same. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So this doesn't look too bad. See, I don't even care. I've never seen this Pokemon before. I don't know. I've seen him a few times actually, but I don't know. I just think the holos look so great. They just look so awesome. Nice. Like they really did the Pokemon justice, I would say. What's this guy? Sweet. Nice. Okay.
Lunala. I forget which one that is.
Let's go. Is this the only promo card that came with the Pokemon Center ETBs, or were there different ones?
That was the only one with the ETBs.
This is the only
but there's a lot of promos for this set.
Mm-hmm.
People love that. So
the Greninja?
The black, the shiny one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, it's so great. The what is it technically considered the Galaxy Holo? Like it's like that Star Galaxy, right?
Versus the what's the other one called? Galaxy versus. It's also like another space name, and I forget.
Cosmic.
That's when Cosmic, because that's when they moved over. I forget. I just posted about it. I forget which set it was. Let's see what we got. Got the Mew. Got the Cosmic. I always forget which one that is. And we got Ho-Oh. Nice. And we got that one. These are cool.
Very.
It's just there's so much bulk. There's so much bulk when you're opening celebrations. It's crazy.
I'm fine with it because I'm ready to build some decks. Like I'm ready to go.
That'll be fun.
You're gonna get the TCG app that's coming out too for the card game.
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Dude, I got another Mew. Let's go. I'm cool with it. Yeah, I'm gonna build some actual like in-person decks, but I am gonna try and spend some time playing it online.
I should learn to play.
I'm just hoping you can use like the vintage cards too. I'm hoping you can like use those because like now the cards are like the rules are just different than the old ones.
Pikachu, let's go. Nice.
I really want the reverse holo of that, so that'd be sweet. Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another one I forgot.
I guess it might depend on the play, James, because the mechanics are so different on some of those cards. Because a lot of the cards in the most recent sets, like Generation 6 are super overpowered.
Yeah, because I play it on my computer because I have the app, but it's just kind of it's kind of hit or miss. Because there's like some decks that you just can't beat. Like,
what kind of decks do you run?
It depends what game mode I'm playing.
Let's go, Pikachu.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
It depends what game mode you're playing too, but a lot of it's like they're using the double strike cards now, so that's kind of a new element to it. And
how about with Fusion Strike? The cards literally say single strike, rapid strike, fusion strike. I'm like, have you seen how crowded those look? It's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird in the game too.
I have no idea how that works.
Oh, what's this guy? Okay.
What'd you get?
Zamazenta. Let's go.
Nice. I think that's the one I need still in Japanese. So nothing there.
So you
all right,
almost
guys.
have the full set in Japanese?
Yeah, from opening one box and one of these boxes. So, all right.
Imposter Oak. Let's go.
Oh, nice. You got to sell the classic collection. Let's go.
Hell
all right.
Yeah.
This is the moneymaker. I'm going to open this one.
Let's do it. And this is the one card, right? The one card promo?
Yep, this is the one card. Okay. So this is going to be like I could get that imposter Professor Oak, for example. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What do you think?
Big money, big money, big money.
What do you think? I'm thinking.
Could be imposter. If we do back-to-back imposters, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be wild. I hope it's like big three. I'd take another Gyarados just because I want to.
Or some gold star or something in there.
Oh, let's go!
What? The shiny Magikarp. Let's go. Nice job. Way to go. Hot hands.
Shocker.
Hot hands.
Not surprising.
Man, his reaction alone is.
This thing is beautiful. Dude, Magikarps. I've pulled Gyarados and Magikarp back to back. Are you kidding me? Let's go, guys. The way the classic. Oh man. Okay, so like, I don't think it's like this in the English. So, for example, when I'm going like this on my side, there's like, do you guys see how there's like waves on the hollow?
Yeah. The water waves.
Oh
yeah.
my God, the water waves. Are so you kidding me?
Dude, hot hands, man.
Yeah, they don't. Do they have that on the one the original, the first edition ones too, or is that new?
Well, to be honest, I've never held one in person, so I don't know. I think
someone Jess on your Discord has the shinies, all of them. You have to ask them.
He does. But I don't know. Those might be Neo. Those might be the Neo Destiny ones.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I think Shab does, right? If Shab's still on.
Yeah, he does. Guys, this is unreal.
Dude.
Oh, you got the blast!
Oh, shit!
Let's
go! Nice! Oh, dude.
James is like, where's my celebrations? Dang it.
I know.
Yo, big three. That's
awesome. Dude, way to go. We did this. I think you got the good vibes, the good mojos for some good hits. Yeah. I think
came to open up your stuff.
Open everything. Send me your wares. I will open them for you. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh yeah. Let's go. That was awesome.
That's rad.
And Blastoise is a freaking good card.
That's a great card.
Obviously everyone wants the Zard, but like Blastoise.
I didn't pull the Zard in English. Didn't happen for me. No. Nope. But I did send my how do you say his name? Shabrahim or whatever? Shab.
Shab, yeah. That's what I
sold. Oh, you got another one. You got another classic collection.
Oh, nice. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Oh, and another one of these guys, the Zamazenta. That looks like a cool playable card.
I
sold. What's up?
Yeah, Shab. I sold Shab some packs, and he pulled the frickin' Charizard.
Yo, dude, good job.
Unbelievable.
Wow. See, look at you. You've got the money right there.
Good vibes. Good vibes. What am I doing? 3, 4, 5, 6.
Which one did you say that you needed, Connor? It was the English, right? You needed the English,
Japanese.
The Japanese flying Pikachu.
So I opened one. So on English, the only thing I need is Gold Mew because I sold it for $75, and then now last time I checked, they went to $40, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go to $2. So I'm just going to wait on that.
Yeah.
I love that card. I love that card so much. Had the break in the third, the break in the wall thing. And then in Japanese, I just need Zamazenta, I think. I always get Zacian and Zamazenta mixed up, and then I need Surfing VMAX. I have Flying VMAX.
Surfy.
Oh, you got the birthday Pikachu!
Yo, how the hell? I don't even know. I'm not even. And then a Flying Pikachu after that. Flying
Let's
Pikachu.
go.
Wow, what is this?
Yo, birthday.
Your reactions.
That's one of my favorite cards ever. You guys want to see a sneak peek?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna do a good post on my birthday, but I got stacks over here. Oh no! Oh god! I just spilled stuff everywhere, and by that I mean I spilled Metazoo cards everywhere.
Metazoo.
Anyway,
Metazoo.
here's the OG.
Oh, nice! Hell
There's
yeah!
yours.
Let's go!
Yeah,
This is great. This is great. That was definitely a Pika pack. Hell yeah!
I cannot believe you just.
That was good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. So okay, those are all the celebrations packs, and I mean, yeah, that was good.
How many
of these?
How many did you just
look at how
open?
many Pikachus. All of them from the ETB. Well, the celebrations packs, not the other ones. But look at this.
Yeah.
3 of these guys. What the hell? That's crazy.
Sick. I know. I could literally have a binder page or 2 full of those. Like I think you see the Oddish and the Caterpie and the freaking whatever else is in the top left that I forget what it is. So I'm over here. People listening to this in podcast form are going to be like, what the F is going on with these people?
Oh, I know.
Oh, I got a fun fact update. Did I tell you guys I switched my decision making regarding my Skyridge Flareon and my Split Earth Flareon?
So you think they're not going to grow? Really?
No, I'm going to keep the Skyridge one. And I'm going to sell the Split Earth one because the Split Earth one's the one I got at a deep discount on PWCC.
Yep.
And I think the English one's the better card and the better value right now. So I might just try to sell the Split Earth one immediately and then see what happens.
What do you think you'll sell that one for?
Maybe like 350. I forget.
Okay.
What is it? Because it's unlimited, which is way lower pop for Japanese. So there's a little bit of an educational component, but I think somewhere in that range. I'm working out a cool trade with my Shadowless Gary too that I'm stoked about. Hopefully that'll happen. Yeah, Shab, no problem. So Mason lightly played now. Mason, the Metazoo packs the Metazoo cards were lightly played coming out of the pack. So pack fresh is not a thing.
For Metazoo, that's kind of
oh man.
You know, I don't know if I should bring this topic up, but this is something that I was kind of thinking about. And like if I don't know if we have the time for it, but like grading companies, I'm going to wait probably a few years to see what happens and see what shakes before I send another sub. I don't know. How are y'all feeling about grading? Like, do you think PSA is actually going to bring it down to the $10 that they're hoping?
PSA?
For bulk? Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Why the hell?
They'll never do that. That's such a fake promise.
They said it. They said it though, which is why I'm so surprised. Yeah. Like, why would they say
a lot? Because it's optic window dressing. It's candy. It's like they're dangling out. The cheapest card you can grade right now is what, $150?
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna go to 10.
There's a chasm between 150 and 10. There's a chasm between 150 and 50. Okay. Like, why if I can grade 100 cards at 150 versus, or what's like basic, like why would I grade more cards at a lower price when I can grade less cards at a higher price and accrue the same revenue? Until so Tyler in the chat says it will never go lower than 50. I don't know about that. It all depends on demand. Because if demand dries up at the higher price points and the market goes into a lull, they will bring back lower tiers, or they will run more specials, or they will do things to make sure they're hitting their revenue goals. And that's what's important. Oh, Rudy put on a new video.
I was about to say.
I want to watch that.
So yeah, what Dima? What did he say? Like the short version, the Spark Notes. Because he's
like,
very like
this is going to see
things to get graded.
Like I just want it for myself because Shining Magikarp is shining. This is the kind of card that I don't know if I'll ever have the real one. So this is amazing. Oh man, I pulled that and the Blastoise and the Gyarados. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. And that's I'm actually more confident on the ones that come inside those little boxes because you can allegedly search these with a flashlight. But I think you got to be like pretty good. I think it's hard, but I haven't tried. I don't really care. But
yeah,
I am more confident in the ones I got in the box, right? So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, it seemed really silly for them to say we're going to bring it down to $10 because why would they? But also, too, like the one thing I'm thinking about as well, they're spending so much time, money, and resources to have the people and the structure to grade at such a high volume. People aren't going to be sending in cards like they did at the $150 price point. So it's like, it'll be really interesting to see, if they want to keep that volume. Well, I mean, I don't know. Are they going to just play off graders?
I agree with what Rudy said via Dima. Yeah, I wouldn't send cards to like whatever it is, AGS or with that one out of the UK.
It's like shitcoins. It's the same thing. It's not.
You're so right.
It's not worth it.
It's like
a shit
people
coin.
don't have the infrastructure built to sustain a business for that long. They're just going to get crushed. I mean, even like the guys who are doing like the AI stuff, like that tech's just going to get bought and they're going to get folded into one of the like
that was like probably their goal
Beckett,
to begin with.
Yeah, probably. Beckett's going to have to freaking buy something, or else they're going to be dead.
Beckett can pound stand. Their grading entry system is like from the 80s, so they've got so many problems.
No kidding.
Their forms.
No idea. I have no idea when my cards are ever going to.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if CGC raises their prices.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I wouldn't.
I'm trying to figure it out because I'm trying to figure out. So if CGC opens up Weiss Schwartz grading, I can probably put together a 50 card sub myself, or me and like 2 other people. So I'll probably get the membership that's got $150 free and bank that into the grading cost. Cause I have, I don't know. I got probably 15 to 20 right now. And I'm sure if I open some more of these promo packs and pull some heat, then I'm going to be good. So
it's still, I mean, it was so cheap before.
Modern's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cheap. Cheap. $7.65 I paid per card. And now like, what is it? $12, I think, with the membership. So, I mean, that's still like such a steal.
Yeah. Wait till they
subgrades are only $5.
It's going to be crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I can't imagine like what their numbers are the past like 4 or 5 months with like Pokemon.
Yeah, why
or
would
even
you
sports
not, like,
cards? How that is.
If you had the capital, why wouldn't you pop up a grading company with 2 or 3 major owners, churn rev, spit stuff out to people that's complete garbage in like a 2-week turnaround, and then after a year and a half, shut the thing down, cash out, and walk off into the sunset and have done okay? Like, I think they did that. CGC is close for cards that PSA won't grade. That's a fact. CGC, however, needs to get on their non-TCG game, because I had to send freaking Topps cards and Bandai cards to PSA. CGC also needs to start grading packs. I should have recorded it, but I cracked a pack slab today.
Oh, I saw you posted something about that.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Jess? Her audio is down for a second.
I'm muted. I was down for the count, man. My camera fell.
I cracked a pack slab today.
What? Why? What? Tell me. What?
So I got this mysterious mountain pack in a PSA 9 for nothing on PWCC. I mean, like a quarter of what they're selling for light out in the market.
Wow.
And I
what are your plans? What are your plans?
I
with
unfolded it and put it in a silver GT case, and it's staying on display in my sealed collection. So now I only need Split Earth and Wind from the Sea. So I'm stoked.
I cannot wait. I have
I cracked it because it was folded. It was one of the old style ones. Yeah.
Yeah, those folded ones.
If it was new style, I would have left it. But
I've actually been thinking about sending my hopefully shadowless to PSA just to get it recased so that it's not folded.
Yeah.
But then again, it might look shitty if I don't know. Because it's so old and it's been creased for so long, you know.
That was a 4 cert, and it's okay. I mean, it's definitely creased, but like, let me say this: it's stuck folded, but like putting it in that case after a while, I think it'll be fine. I should probably lie it flat, or I should put it between like 2 card savers in a team bag for a while. But yeah, I bought that with the full intention of cracking, and let me tell you, it took me about 12 seconds to crack that thing open.
Yeah, that man, when I see cases crack, I always get scared. So how did you end up doing it with the thick case? Like, is there something special on the backside because those are weird and thicker? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna grab an old one. So here's like my first edition Flareon. So basically on the back, you see how there's like this ridge?
Yeah.
So there's 4 of those ridges, and basically I just put a flathead under that and then popped each of those. And then basically I was able to lift, it comes in, it's like 3 pieces. So it's like you lifted this off and then the bottom kind of came through, and then this piece of plastic is like a small rectangle. And then there's just the outer ring, like I just showed you. So I threw away the rest of it. I should have kept it. It would have made a cool video, but I was a little nervous because I never cracked a pack slab. I've only cracked card slabs.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure.
That's cool. That I know, I can totally understand. I've never cracked open a slab at all. Like the only time I've seen crack slabs, like people crack slabs, was Rudy, and then I think Professor Oak on IG did it one time. I think
Professor Oak
did it too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It just makes me nervous.
And then there's like those sports card breakers who break the booster ones all the time. The wax packs.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't.
For me, it was a good choice. It was a very good choice for me. Yeah, I'm stoked. So I'm only 2 away now from having all those E-Series packs. That generation, not EX, obviously, but yeah. And
yeah,
I have a potential deal for one, but it's a little more than I want. But we'll see. We'll see.
I'm working with PokeDreamer to get a few custom displays together. So right now he's helping me with some of those one touches. Because I have like those Fortnite promos. I want to get them all together that are the non-graded ones. But I do want to get like a set of 5 for PSA slabs, but instead of the slabs, put all of my my packs in them, because you know he has that little thing where you can just put the pack right in and it fits like a PSA slab display. I want to get that, just the 5 in a row. It's kind of weird because they're all sort of like random, you know, random base set Japanese, you know, and then random jungle and fossil and stuff. But I don't even care.
It's cool though.
I don't even care. I just want to put them in a place. Yeah, I mean, and the stuff that he's been coming out with, because I remember when I had him on my podcast earlier this year, he was talking about all the cool things he can do now with the new equipment he has. So I'm so excited. He's sending me, I'm waiting for him to send out a like a test for the sizing of the one touches. So we'll see. I think it's not great.
He's making me a custom as well.
Hell yeah. That's where it's at. I get hit up all the time. via email from some of the Chinese vendors that sell cases and stuff like that. And I've seen them and they look all right, but I don't know. I think I really like what PokeDreamer does with his cases. I really like
supporting him, you know, like,
yeah,
I like it a lot. I don't know. It's something to be said for it's freaking made in America by a guy in our community. It's the same reason I like to, you know, it's not like it's necessarily made by him, but the same reason I like to buy stuff from Gem Mint for like my gem cases, like the storage boxes and stuff. Like someone in the community you're supporting, you know. So we all know we can get this on Amazon, but
yeah, just get a bright yellow case like I do.
I've been thinking about actually getting a Gem Mint's like case for slabs just because I need a good place to put my things. And then honestly,
Pokemon gets you 10% off.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
I got 2. I need a 3rd.
I need one of those really bad.
How many slabs fit in his cases?
I think you could put 150 in there.
150? Okay. That's pretty good.
Ooh. They're big. I need
like
See, like I'm gonna need like 4 or 5 of those, I think, once I start getting mine back in.
Did you send Jess? Did you send all of the Canada Brad cards in to CGC?
Pretty much.
That's great. Yeah.
That's a great case. I really like that.
They rock.
Yeah, my
your top's
cool.
cool. I've got a cool thing.
Jeez.
PokeDreamer's making me a custom case for these.
Oh, that'll be so fun. Oh
yeah.
Gosh. He's got such a mean Southern Islands collection.
The backs are so cool with the ads for all the old, like my favorite things that I have, all of them, except for the deck. It's really cool. I'm just trying not to mess these up because they're really, really
I've
vintage.
been thinking about that vending series sheet that I have, Connor. What was it, number 14 or 13 with the Mew? I've been thinking about pulling it, you know, ripping it, whatever you would call that. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I don't want to.
I would be nervous too. Those are so
if you go on Bulbapedia, they show you like the way they have it set up on the card list. You can know which card's which. So like start with the like not the Mew or the Mewtwo or whatever it is.
Like practice.
Like try another one. The other one's in practice. Yeah. Or like buy another sheet that like sucks and like get a cheap one and try it. But it all depends how it was stored, you know? So you're just going to kind of have to feel it out. And that's why I would just try one. Cause I remember I did that one and I ripped the Starmie.
Yeah.
It like stuck. Yeah. But
yeah, that's just what I'm worried about. But
radar peeled so many of those. What do you think of Korean? Much cheaper than Japanese. It's a cheap way to rip.
I was about to say that.
Loves it. It's a cheap way to rip. Eevee Heroes so
and
cheap.
They look cool.
I mean, yeah, and it's like
cards look cool.
It is. Yeah. It's just like go for it. I think it's a great way to rip. My friend does an analysis on all the. I guess the podcast hasn't come out yet because Rob's been busy. I forgot. So we recorded on Thursday, but we haven't dropped it yet. But we talked a little bit about other languages. My buddy analyzes all the other languages. So
that's really cool. That's really cool. Only Pokemon, or does he also do other TCGs?
Just for Pokemon. Just like the major languages like German, French, maybe Italian, Japanese, and maybe something else. But he has a cool spreadsheet that he does. It's neat. Next time he sends it to me, I'll share it with you guys. But
oh yeah, when does the new podcast come out? Probably in the next few days.
I think we're gonna drop it on like Tuesday or something. I forget. I have a short market Monday tomorrow. When does this come out?
I'm gonna try to get this out on Saturday. On the podcast.
That would be sweet.
It's out Saturday is what I'm thinking.
Cheval's asked, what are your thoughts on what was revealed about Brilliant Stars? I think people are going to like that set a lot. Yeah, I think they are.
It looks really nice.
I think it's going to be.
I want to get some.
It's going to be pretty pivotal for the future of the modern card market, how these next couple sets play out. Because Fusion Strike, like I think people are gonna like it. People like Mew, but like I don't know. I think the end of Sword and Shield and the beginning of the new era, it's a transition period. It's like we got to see if the hype train still continues and if people embrace, what they got going on. But I mean, let's be real. They threw freaking Charizards in it, so of course people are gonna buy it. Like, hilarious.
And I was about to say too, from a gameplay perspective, I think that V-Star move will be really interesting because, like, from what I've read, you can only play that move once in a match. So I think that could be really interesting from like a gameplay mechanics perspective. You probably know the impact better than I do, James, because you play the game way more than I do. But I've been reading up on that, and I thought that would be pretty interesting. But Arceus look damn fine. Like, that card looks like a great ass card. I don't think I would ever play with that card. Like, if I pulled it, sleeve. Card saver, boom. That's
funny. That's why the digital version is so nice, because you can buy it, you can get the cards, and you can play them online, so you don't have to actually touch them. I don't have to ruin them.
That would be really cool if at some point they start to do a thing where they have a code on the card. Like, you rip packs in real life, and there are codes on the cards, and you can like take those codes on the actual cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh did that. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh did that. Like,
how did that turn out?
10 years ago. Because you could buy the cards and you could use the code and it would show up in your game that you were playing. And it was just like, so it was pretty easy to do, but you could like redeem a card when you actually had. So people were recreating their decks on a game and you could connect online and play it.
I like the idea of that.
And the e-readers, I think they did that. They did it with the e-readers too, but I think that was part of like a console game too. So like there wasn't really the E series.
It was a lot of it you could like unlock different things in the game or like play different music. It was like Easter eggs with a lot of them. There were a bunch of different cool little quirky things with it. Some were like instrumental, like getting certain Pokemon or whatever, but a lot of them were just like kind of like quirky things, like play a different radio channel on your PokeGear or whatever it was. So
yeah, those are real nice. Those are real fun. I'm gonna probably have to wrap up, so I'm thinking like let's get this last question. Yeah, do you guys want to answer this last question? The scalping hunt for the EV Max Premium.
By the way, shout out Chavaz. He's the man. He hops into all my lives. He's great. He's from Canada. That word means horse, I think. He's the man. So, do you expect a scalping hunt for the EV VMAX Premium boxes coming out in December with the alt art promos? Oh man, I forget what those look like because the Japanese ones just came out and they're selling for insane prices because
if there's not enough print, there will be. Yeah, it's a print run. If there's not enough print made,
there was a low supply in Japanese. Exactly, there was a known print run. With English, I don't know. I don't know what that's going to end up looking like since they're like the same deal as the Celebrations things, right? They're like those kind of like cardboard things. Is that what they are?
Trying to remember off the top of my head.
Right, like it's like got a jumbo and like a pin and like packs, right? They're like the cardboard boxes. Look, I'm sure what'll happen is the same thing that happens every time. There's going to be a squeeze at the beginning and people are going to overpay to get their hands on it first thing. And then all of a sudden you're going to walk into your Target and 3-4 weeks after release and they're just going to be there. 2 promos. Yeah. A jumbo promo and a regular promo, right? So
for Flareon.
They're sick for sure. Like I want them, but I kind of forgot about those, to be honest. So good on you for bringing those. There's so many products now. I've been so like focused on other things that I just like kind of forgot about some, like, because if they announce these things coming off, people are already overpaying on eBay. There's no surprise. I'm sure those pre-orders are just gonna like not even get fulfilled either, which is hilarious. But
oh man, that's gonna be a real shame. But It's probably going to be the case. So.
They're paying $150 a box on each.
$150 a box.
Oh my!
Aren't those going to MSRP for like $20 or $25?
It's Vivid Voltage all over again.
Sure, like, oh my god, $150 for. Think about Jess. That's like this, guys. Look, which this is an amazing product, by the way. I don't know about the packs, but just what you get. So this is from Costco.
Ooh,
look at this thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Right? But imagine like a box like this paying $150 for it. MSRP is $40, Cheval says.
Nope. I mean,
nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like on PokeDirect, I'm looking, and you can. It's apparently
I bought one of these too,
but they're going for $80. Dude, it's crazy. This is a crazy
81 or 80 for 3. Just one.
I think it's 80 for 1.
That's
by rough. 6 for one of 3 is what it's saying for pre-order. You know, honestly, what I would love is I don't know if there's a place that lives on the internet already that does this, but I would love just new sets when they come out. I want to have a reference point for the MSRP, right? So I know how much I'm getting hosed on the secondary market. Like I need that. I don't know if that exists, and I've had trouble finding it. You know, and like what's reliable.
I think we just gotta like. I mean, I think we have enough connections where we can always find out. Like I have people where I can always ask what the MSRP is or like but it would be nice if there was a repository. You're right. Cause if you just Google it, it's like, you can't know unless like it's a sold out listing from Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Cheval's is right. Pokebeach or PokeGuardian usually put it in that's how I find it for celebrations. I kept going back to the original post that like Pokebeach did with all the products that had like the price points.
Cool.
So
okay,
that's
so
like
that's
probably
good.
the best way.
That's good.
That's a true statement. Sometimes I forget about those things. So
yeah. Because I'm always like, okay, there's not this thing. We need this thing. Should I do it myself? Like that's how I always am. So, but no, that's awesome.
By the way, did I tell you about this last thing I want to say? I thought of this because of MSRP. I got another Nightfall box at MSRP, and Stash Loot did this thing on Whatnot where they sold 100 boxes, and basically what they did was they listed them 10 at a time during the Whatnot as buy it now. So you had to click as fast as you can, and they did 10 waves of 10, and I ended up getting one, which was awesome.
Nice.
So
okay, I was like,
it was really cool. And then my local plug has them for me too. So
what was the MSRP on those?
140.
140. That's right. That's what you.
Which I felt for. I opened that whole box. Like that's a lot of effing cards. 36. Whatever 11 or 12 card packs. I mean, it's crazy. Plus the box is cool. So, but
you liked it. It was worth it for you.
Yeah. It was so worth it. That
makes me happy because I've been hearing some horror stories. 2 people have told me horror stories about them and them trying to get boxes from like Walmart or Target and having issues with scalpers, like literally in the moment when the vendors are putting out the product.
Yeah.
And they've been like, it's leaving such a bad taste in their mouth that they are not going to hop into these next few sets that come out. And it just makes me so sad. I'm like, I know this really sucks and it shouldn't be this way, but like, if you're gone, don't like disappear forever, Just like come back and
that's why it's cool that
next
like
year and see what happens.
We can run some giveaways on our pages and like I said, like buy stuff in volume if we can get it at like a case level and distribute it to our friends. Like just help get some out there at MSRP. We're doing if everyone does their little bit to help like 1 or 2 friends, then we can like make that happen. So
I really like that. I'm gonna keep that in mind because I think that would be really cool. I wouldn't mind trying to do that for Pokemon at all, but anyways, hey, this has been really good, y'all. Thank you so much. This was awesome. Yeah,
this is great.
Thanks everyone that hung out. Cheval's, thanks for hanging out. I know you're either probably on the night shift or coming off the night shift or whatever the heck you're doing, but appreciate you.
Woo.
Yeah, I know I think he works weird hours if I remember, but y'all rock. This was fun. This is super fun.
So this was so good. So
we had some
anyways,
great people in this chat, Jess. You had some heavy hitters in that chat. So
it's because of PokeGal. She brings them.
She pulls.
She brings them.
Oh man.
Dude.
All right, y'all.
Well, I appreciate
Be
y'all.
good. Have a great
Thanks,
night.
guys.
See you guys. See you, chat.